And we're live. Okay. And
Hello.
this is actually on the new channel, the Barbecue Barns live channel. That way I don't clutter up my main channel. So, yay! And then, if there's any clips that can be pop up from a live stream, then fuck it, it'll go here. All right. And I haven't played Halo in so long. And if anyone's wondering, we're just kind of chilling. It's nothing really too much here today. Well, we haven't played games in a while. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not their disrespect, get caught for having, little kids talking to, and then it was that one person from Mr. Beast or whatever, and I'm like, where's the third one?
Yeah.
There's rules of threes, so where's the third one?
Well, after Twitch and YouTube, what big, I guess Instagram, TikTok, I don't know. It has to be somebody from a separate platform.
Well, if you're talking TikTok, that's like half the fucking creators on there. Yeah, look at all those OnlyFans models who are constantly responding to 14-year-olds who are putting comments in their thirst traps and shit.
I guess maybe the first one was Colleen Ballinger, though. If we technically want to go in threes, because she was she was doing that shit I guess before there was a lot of scrutiny. You know what I mean? It was pretty weird.
It makes you wonder, on the early days of YouTube, just how many people got away with it.
Yeah. And she was one of the original YouTube stars too.
She
still had, I guess, a career up until.
But was she the one who did the ukulele apology?
Yes.
Oh man, she was in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet. She's trying to get on the internet to do stuff, and he ends up accidentally knocking her offline. And so the joke is, haha, he saved a child.
Wow. Disney animators were ahead of their time, I guess.
Well, yeah, it came out. Disney keeps having problems too, where they keep having people get caught with not direct actions against kids, but finding content on computers and stuff like that. So yeah,
I'd say that's a direct action, to be honest.
Well, yes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I would 100% agree.
You're a participant at that point.
Also, you're working around children and children's production. Come on. There was someone. I'm not sure if it was Nickelodeon or I think it was Cartoon Network actually. One of their higher ups or whatever, guys who were really working on a lot of the projects got caught
It was probably Nickelodeon if it was Dan Schneider that you're
No,
thinking
no,
of.
not Dan Schneider. It's a different one. It was like more recent. I just can't remember what it was. I think it was
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, Joe.
And there was like an agent with Nickelodeon that like molested a lot of the uh, kid stars like in the 90s.
This is why whenever Hollywood
That's
wants to like sit there and like try to lecture the average people, I'm just like, you guys know what's going on there, and y'all don't do shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't really clamor for like Meryl Streep's opinion on whoever. Or,
Yeah,
I mean,
Meryl,
you know.
Meryl Streep saying, by the way, if you're a young woman and want to get ahead in Hollywood, hit up Harvey Weinstein.
Jeez.
And she said that while getting a fucking Oscar. Like, all these up and coming actresses literally were like, yeah, sure. That's why I say like she's straight up complicit.
Jesus.
Like literally complicit. Yeah. Man. Yeah, Hollywood's weird. And now I don't know. I'm not sure. Is social media classify under that yet?
Under
I feel
what?
like that same general aspect of like Hollywood. Like Mr. Beast is obviously like as successful.
The entertainment industry.
I guess so. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Just in general. Like when I'm talking, like if I
I
say,
think Hollywood is just more of a location, you know.
yeah, but I feel like it's just something about the entertainment industry in general. Like you have stuff like again the Mr. Beast stuff happening right now, as well as a bunch of streamers getting called. And it's all stuff that goes on in Hollywood all the time. Like it's like the same general.
It's positions
stuff.
of power, and then like, I mean,
the saying was
a thing even in the regular world.
They say like absolute power corrupts absolutely, but like the more we keep finding out with Hollywood and Epstein and all these streamers, it's more like absolute power turns you to a pedophile or something. Like it's.
Well, that's corrupt.
Yes.
I mean,
Like it hasn't even been 10 minutes
think
into
Mumblegate
stream,
is
and like
working.
there's no way like this will be allowed on YouTube for like it won't be like YouTube's already like going check this word, check this word, check this word.
Jesus.
I really hate how people have to like hide their language these days. Like the whole like talking about stuff like this, a lot of people will say PDF file. It's like just
Oh yeah.
why can't you just say what it is? Like, come on.
Because the actual word is offensive.
Well, it's like how people.
George Carlin had a bit about that too.
It was a great bit too. That is probably one of his best bits, in my opinion, when it comes to like a commentary.
It's like
on
soft
something.
words make soft people.
It also demeans what it is you're actually talking about and the severity of it.
Oh yeah.
Like as someone who has like went through depression and stuff like that, if you say self-deleted, I want to smack you in the face. Like
That's just fucking cringe. I mean, I'm sorry.
It is so fucking stupid. I hate it. So it's like,
God.
it's just
fucking
all
guy.
the words for it is just so ridiculous. It's like we can't have stuff like assassination anymore in Halo because it's a bad
Yeah,
connotation.
it's back smack. or whatever.
We can't have SWAT in Halo because that makes people think of swatting, or it also makes people think of officers and cops, and it's like, dude. It's just call it fucking SWAT, okay? Just shut the fuck up. I don't even have an argument against it, all right? My argument is you're fucking stupid. Now shut up. Like, I just don't even want to bother. Don't call it SWAT. All right, don't call it, Tactical Slayer. Just call it fucking SWAT. Just why? And of course, that turns out like people working on Halo like hate, like have like a phobia of guns and shit like that. Yet they're designing fucking Halo. That's just.
Yeah. As opposed to the guy in Bungie that designed it, who was like a firearms enthusiast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Halo 2 where they actually had like actual Marines go out there and show them how certain firearms would work if they were real. And they were talking about the fact of like, okay, well, we had to change some of it up because like you can't like the melees they were showing us wouldn't look good on animations, but they're like, we still want to know. We still really want to know how this goes down.
Yeah.
I'm
three
living,
smiley
baby.
face guys. Yeah.
Anything funny there?
I'm living, baby.
I like that one. I mean, I guess you do have Weed Man.
Chuckle Pit was booted. Uh-oh.
Sounds
Sounds like an insult. Like somebody's like, shut the fuck up, Chuckle Tit.
I could totally see that too.
Oh god. Right. Damn it. Oh wow, what the hell is my guy? Looking at that, and I'm just like, he is hideous.
Yeah, I realize that right now I'm rocking
face.
one of those like newer armors right now. I think I'm like probably a Centurion or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, it took 343
I
a
like that Nick
long
was-
time, but they did eventually figure out how to make good armor.
Yeah, I mean, Infinites is just doesn't really stand out, I guess.
To me, though, I like Infinites a lot, actually, for a lot of theirs. I think it looks very Halo-esque. I think the art style in general of Infinite was, like, A-tier. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's... Oh, shit, I
It
went off
looked
the
better
edge.
than 4 and 5 did, for sure.
Well, I mean...
They looked like fucking Power Rangers.
My trips to the bathroom look better than 4 and 5 did. But, like... Yeah, it was
I
awful.
still like Halo 5's multiplayer quite a bit.
Oh, its multiplayer is fucking great. It's one of the best multiplayers, actually. But it's a shame we'll never get it on PC because they had it so tied to the whole microtransaction crap.
Yeah.
Or I guess not a microtransaction, a bunch of loot boxes, but still same
You
general
can play
gimmick.
custom games on PC.
Yeah, but like there's not really a link, like a full server and everything. You have to just host your games.
No.
It's like even
was,
Microsoft just wants to forget about 5.
Yeah, they just bury that shit, dude. Like it was kind of weird. Even Halo 4, they don't really like. It's part of the Master Chief Collection, but I don't think that they're too eager to like go back and go, oh yeah, that game, that was great.
Well, I mean, they haven't had a successful launch in their entire career as a company, so.
Yeah.
They're strange enough, Halo 4 was the
probably
closest. Yeah.
Yeah. And that didn't even have like Forge or the other half of Spartan Ops until like months later.
But at least they said from the very get-go, here's our plan, here's what we will do. Like, it was like right off the bat they were saying that.
And yet it was the first Halo game with a season pass.
Yeah,
I guess the only Halo game with a season pass.
about to say, I think it was the only one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did I just get a sniper kill? I didn't fire my weapon.
And they had the Legendary Edition that I don't even remember what it came with.
It wasn't Lotus armor,
Like a
was it?
steel book or something.
Why do I keep getting kills? I just got a double kill and I haven't done anything.
You have 12 kills right now.
Listen, 4 or 5 of these kills aren't mine. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Jeez. I don't really like this map that much.
I just got a sniper spree. I didn't do anything. I haven't fired my gun. What's going on?
I hope you don't get like shadow banned or something for
Yeah.
like a couple minutes.
Oh, wait, I mean, killing frenzy. What's happening? Instead, I got a triple sniper kill. What's going on?
Oh shit. Let me see something here.
What's happening?
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, sometimes, like in Master Chief Collection, people can get access to your account and, like, start getting kills as you and stuff. Is this you right here, James, in front of me? Like, turn around.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I have a
I was
sniper.
gonna say like that. Mint Blitz
I,
has said that before. That happens. That like people zero in on your account or whatever and like impersonate you in a game.
I have a running riot now.
Jeez.
I don't know
And you
what
just
is
sniped
going
those
on.
two guys?
No, I haven't fired my gun this entire time.
Okay, because I just saw two sniper shots take out like two guys in like a double kill, and then I saw Barbecue Barnes sniped, blah blah blah.
Yeah, for some
I
reason
think
it
somebody
keeps.
might be like playing as you or something,
I think someone's like just.
separately.
What's happening?
No idea, dude. I don't think it's good, whatever it is. I mean, it's good for the game, but it's not good for your. Oh God.
You know, I think I might just
Let me
quit
see
this
if I
game.
can spectate.
Okay, yeah, I'm quitting this game because it's doing something weird where I'm actually just looking at people and they're dying. That's how they're dying. I'm looking at them and they're dropping dead. Someone's like hacking or doing some shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm okay with getting a penalty for leaving the game. It's better than getting a penalty for whatever the fuck
a cheater.
was possibly
Yeah.
going on.
That's fucking weird. Because I was gonna say I had
Well,
like
then.
5 kills, but that was yeah, you had 27.
So I realized what it was is I was actually looking at people and they were dropping dead.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I think somebody might have like done that thing that Mint Blitz talks about. Why is that so hard for me to say?
I've made mistakes saying it before too. You know, I'm glad I'm recording this actually.
Yeah, I mean it's good evidence, I guess. Against if like 343 decides to go, oh, you're cheating or whatever. Game's almost done.
so-
There's like 3 kills left.
At
Oh,
first,
God.
because it did at first, I thought, well, I guess like for some reason the game's glitching, and because I shot a couple people and they didn't die, and so I was like, okay, well maybe they
Oh
died then and
jeez.
they killed themselves or something like that.
Some guy just made all of us commit suicide at the same time.
Yep. So there's some there's some stuff going on there.
Yeah. Some
3,
guy
4,
just
3.
goes, "What the fuck was that, dude?" Yeah, they actually lowered our score because they made us all commit suicide at the same time.
I
That's
gonna
weird.
I'm
I've
gonna-
never seen that happen before.
I will have to probably make a video on that.
Jeez.
I might even upload that to the main channel.
That's fucked.
Man,
Oh, hey, you got second place in the podium thing still. That's weird.
oh man, that is
Jeez.
that was
That was kind of freaky.
I feel dirty. I feel violated.
I know, like,
Uh,
well, because it was like after you left, like everybody just dropped dead and it said suicide. And I was like, ugh. That's weird. And our score actually went down. Like somebody was trying to like stop us from winning the game. Or maybe that was 343 doing like a reset or something. Because like it happened to the blue team too. Like the opposing team. Like everybody just died at the exact same time.
that is so weird.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Man, I don't want this to turn into Team Fortress 2 where you can't even play a game properly.
I know. I know. That would suck. Eh. Oh.
What? Ah, God dang it. It says I've been temporarily banned from matchmaking. How do I see how long that is? 9:21. I got 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
No, it's just because it registered me quitting.
Matchmaking
But
doesn't work out. We could do some campaign co-op.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because I'm on PC too, so
That is.
I don't have to worry
So
about that.
weird, though. I have never had that happen in MCC. Like, I've
Me
really almost
neither.
never seen any hackers in MCC before. And I've played a lot of MCC. I've
Nah,
only seen maybe a couple of them, and I know they're out there, but I haven't seen a lot.
yeah. They say that PC players are figuring out ways around easy anti-cheat.
It's
Is
always a
what it is.
constant battle.
Oh yeah. That's weird. Yeah, that's honestly the first time I think I've ever had something like that happen in MCC at least. Reminds me of like the old Halo 2 days where we would do the like press the button on the modem to make everybody freeze and play. I forget what they called that, but
Standbying, I think is what it was.
yeah, it was something like that. And like you could just move around and kill everybody.
Dude, I think for some reason I'm only streaming in 30 frames per second. Why is that?
And when we hit under the thing in the pit, and the guys were like, "We're gonna get you guys banned, man. You guys are hackers." Blah, blah,
Like, no,
blah.
we didn't hack. We literally just used what was there.
It was just an exploit in the level, which they did. They did get rid of that eventually. I'll give them credit for that.
I will say it's kind of silly where if they actually would ban someone because of using an exploit in the level.
Yeah. Oh, I doubt that would actually go anywhere.
Oh no,
It
it
was just
it
the-
has
it was
because
just
they talked about it in later Halos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like 343 Halos, or
I think it was 340. I think it was like in Halo 4 or 5 days where they're like, overusing certain certain
Yeah.
like gimmicks like that can be. I think it might have been Master Chief Collection time because it was. I think people
Yeah.
using certain super. Oh no, because you couldn't do super bounces. Where did I see it? I know I saw it
Yeah.
somewhere, but I forget which Halo
'cause,
game.
which I can honestly see super bounces, because that's just kind of like, not in good spirit, I guess, in like matchmaking at least.
My whole thing is they're hard enough to pull off. I don't mind them so much.
Yeah, well, you can't even do them in Master Chief Collection anymore because it's something to do with like it running at 60 FPS
No,
at the
they've-
minimum, or
I think
something
the one
like
the
that,
updates
right?
made it so they were possible again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
The only one I really remember is the one on Zanzibar.
Oh, Zanzibar. Yeah. No, I remember that one. That was the only one I could do. Like even when I knew the other ones, I couldn't actually pull any of them off.
The one Ascension, I think, like the one with the small little
I
kind of
pulled that
ring
one
and the
off
Banshee to the
one
side.
time and then
Yeah.
could never do it again.
And Lockout had one where like if you jumped on a certain corner from like the top, that it would like take you like way up there. So Halo 2 was just a fun time.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
original era of it, I mean.
I still think the best era was the Halo 3 days, though.
Yeah, well, because that had like the most fun with custom games and Forge and all that cool stuff.
And it was like just at that time when Xbox Party wasn't entirely everywhere, so like you still could actually talk to people and meet friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because Halo 2, like you had to just do the game chat stuff.
What
Back
kills me
then,
is
I guess.
343 has stated that they intentionally got rid of a lot of those social features. Like it wasn't like, oh, we just can't do them these days. It's intentional. They chose not to do
Yeah.
that. Because if you allow
Yeah.
social features, well, then you risk toxicity in your game. I'd rather have a social toxic game than no social at all, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of their broader mission of like, we have to reach a new audience or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's always like the biggest red flag of anything when they say, reach a new
Yeah.
audience or expand the audience or anything
Well,
like
because
that.
like you know what they're gonna do with this fucking Halo remake.
Oh, they're going to
Like,
make
they're
it the
gonna make it
fucking
like the
they're going to make it the
show.
TV show timeline is what they're going to do.
Yeah,
And it's just, if you
like
want,
Chief's gonna be taking his helmet off like every cutscene, shit like that.
it's gonna be an excuse probably to get a new voice actor because they've said they did. I mean, 343 didn't want Steve Downes apparently. Like they literally wanted to like change everything. They were trying to like clear house of any Bungie references at all.
You know, Steve Downes is like 75, so if he didn't want to do it anymore at this point, I really wouldn't blame him.
I mean,
and same thing with like the guy that does the multiplayer announcing.
The
like,
thing is, though,
I don't know.
they both seem to want to do it, so let them do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. The guy that is the multiplayer announcer just has the best time of his life. It looks like I love that guy.
Apparently, he stopped making TikToks because people were making fun of like the way he looks and like walks and shit.
Oh,
and it's like,
I know
dude,
he does cameos like that.
Oh, I accidentally.
Did you just betray somebody?
I don't know how.
I'm just making sure.
I'm confused by that.
I'm just making sure that it's like not another.
No, we ran into an allied
no.
ghost, and it somehow like blew up on us. Ow.
Oh jeez. I like Cornelius. Spelled with like 20 fucking letters. Ah. God damn it, I hate BR starts.
I don't mind it so much
turns
for
into
Halo
everybody
2.
just sniping each other from across the map.
I didn't mind it in Halo 2 back in the day, but like it seems like they're overly accurate now compared to when it came out. At least how I remember it being. But I mean, I'm with you. I
like,
prefer.
I can pull off headshots, no fucking problem, and there's something wrong there. Like, I could never do that like in OG Halo 2 days.
I like how I just picked up the shotgun, then remembered to wait a second. That's fucking useless in Halo 2.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're kicking our ass.
Well, they're just standing above our base with fucking BRs. Like, that's kind of my issue, because it's always what it turns into. I feel like the entire fucking team's over here. Damn it! Don't do that.
Why did I get the betrayal for that?
Oh, it just says betrayed if anybody gets betrayed on your team in Halo 2.
Oh, I was about to say, like, what did I do? I was in the turret of the Warthog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Like, I know it wasn't you. It was just like, I was just saying, don't do that to that guy. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm spawning and just immediately dying.
Yeah, no, same here.
Battlefield now. Okay, great.
I think didn't they say they're turning off the servers for like Battlefield like 3 and 4 now? Finally.
I have no idea. I know like the 360 marketplace just shut down a couple days ago.
You know, I know a lot of people like to get on the companies whenever they do shut down the servers, but it's also like those things do cost a shit ton of money to keep up.
It's been 19 years. Like,
now, my only
if
thing
anybody
is,
was gonna buy anything on that, like they've already done it.
My only thing is, at that point, make it open source so other people can keep it running for free who just enjoy the game. Like, that's all I ask.
Yeah.
You know, they actually did that with Jedi Academy, that someone actually internally, like, didn't like the fact that they knew, like, this was going to be their last game, so they literally leaked out, like, the entire
Oh, yeah. Somebody
code for the game. Hey, buddy.
Raven Software.
Look.
Yeah. Is that Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Why are you doing still awake? Y'all watching Finding Nemo?
Tell you what happened.
Put Chewbacca up.
Tell you what happened in the movie.
Chewbacca. He's flying. He's flying.
He's flying.
He's flying. Chewbacca's flying. He
He's
has the Chewbacca action figure and he's flying him around like Superman right now.
Hey, buddy. Tell Daddy what happened in the movie.
Even he's playing with the toys from the 1970s.
circles.
them in there.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's okay, buddy. Just put that down. I think you're gonna have to grab them.
Hey. Hey. What did we say? We're gonna give Patty a kiss and a hug and tell good night.
No. I didn't say.
Help him fix it.
Uh,
Feel bad on him.
well, hand it to me. Hand me the whole thing. Hand me. Hand me the ATST.
Are you watching my dad?
Yeah, you can watch Chewbacca. Hand me the walker. The top of the ATST pops off pretty easily,
He's flying.
so it popped
Oh
off.
yeah.
He's
Is that your mom and Uncle Billy's old toys?
Tell you what happened in the movie.
Actually, one of my other uncles.
Oh.
No, hey, let him go. Now the ones that are from Uncle Billy's, they're still at my nanny's house.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Junior, tell Daddy what happened.
Ah. Oh my God.
See, you got Chewbacca and ATST.
Just like Return of the Jedi.
Who's that?
Those are Halo controllers. Okay, but you gotta go.
All right. Hey.
Come on.
Give Daddy a
Hey,
kiss and a
go
hug.
for your cup.
Huh?
There you go. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Give Daddy
me a
kiss and
hug.
No.
Tell him good night at least.
No.
Say goodnight.
No.
All
Say
right.
goodnight.
How could Daddy a hug? Daddy's gonna cry. Ew.
Okay, you get out of here.
Good night,
He just went to give me a kiss and licked my face. Oh.
He's your
Love
kid,
you.
all right.
Love you.
Oh, it's been hysterical. So, he for some reason absolutely loves that Halo 3 trailer because it's the sound, because I have
Oh,
it as
yeah.
my ringtone on my phone.
Oh yeah, that one.
And
That's a good trailer.
yeah, no, it's excellent. And I had like another trailer for something else playing. It was a Skyrim trailer because he loves that Skyrim trailer because of the dragon, right? He loves dragons.
Oh yeah.
And I dodged that rocket. And next thing you know, like the Halo 3 one comes on. And he absolutely thought it was the coolest thing ever, like seeing like all the Covenant ships come flying in and all that. And now he'll go, I want Halo, and he'll make me play the trailer, and he'll just go, bum 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 bum. It's just like so fucking great.
He's got good taste.
Yeah. Well, right now his favorite
Oh, yeah.
characters in Star Wars seem to be Darth Vader and the droids. So, and I would say R2-D2 and C-3PO, but the
Yeah.
reality is anytime a robot appears, he goes, "Oh, it's robot."
There's a lot of robots, so.
Especially in the prequels.
Oh yeah. They kind of overdo it almost. Well, not with the battle droids, but just like that.
So-
You want them Jabba dupes?
I was just about to say, yeah. Man, I'm not sure if like just my standards because of modern cinema have just gotten lower, but like we went and watched through all the Star Wars movies again, and Star Wars 2 again, it has a lot of problems. It is obviously the worst of the original 6, but I actually kind of still think it's better than the sequels, and we watched the sequels, and guess what?
Yeah.
Even he was bored, and he's fucking 3. Even he didn't give a shit. I said we watched the sequels. We
Guess he
watched.
doesn't.
I didn't get to Rise of Skywalker again. Actually, I
I
couldn't.
hope you didn't show him Revenge of the Sith.
I did, and had to cover his eyes at a couple parts. I forgot.
Say,
I didn't even think
Anakin
about.
just.
Yeah, I didn't think about the whole "I hate you" scene. And we were watching the lightsaber fight. He was like, "Ooh, red," you know, all the lava and everything, and like, so he was into it.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like he caught fire. I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot." Oh no.
That's funny.
Oh man. What I like about at least like Star Wars is like it's one of those things that like any age can still watch for the most part, and it still be great. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Especially the originals.
Exactly. Like I wanted to show him like Lord of the Rings, and then the first beginning portion, like, oh wait, no, those orcs are scary as shit. Never mind.
Oh my god.
I
Show
didn't really.
the Smeagol and Deagle scene.
Oh man, yeah. No, again, like, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, what the fuck was I thinking? Like Shelob will show up, but he'll never want to go outside again.
Yeah, I mean, even we were like, 10, 11, 12 or whatever when
I
those
think-
movies came out.
I think like 8 years old might be the age for Lord of the Rings, which makes me sad
Yeah.
because like I want to watch them really bad with them, but
I'll be honest, when I tried to watch them as a kid, I just didn't get it.
I'm not saying I understood it, but I did enjoy it greatly.
Yeah, I mean, mainly like Legolas and Gimli being funny. I don't know.
I'll be right back. Junior really apparently wants a kiss and hug goodnight real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Motherfucker. Damn it. Doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Oh. Yeah, that's what I figured. Me?
Okay. Let's see. He's being all obstinate over there. He's like, I want to go to bed.
Oh.
You want to play some Halo 1?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's see if this ends up being a laggy mess or not. Legendary fine, or do you want me to bump it down to heroic?
Heroic's good.
All right. Ugh.
Ooh.
So I'm like right now working on recording my script for the Academy video and for Jedi
Yeah.
Academy, and
Mhm.
that's a long fucking game.
It's not really succinct like Outcast was.
No, and like most like with Outcast, I feel like I had a lot more to talk about with the levels and shit, but like a lot of Academy is just
Yeah.
those like little mini missions they throw in there.
Yeah,
And
kind of copy paste.
well, not their copy, like they're all pretty unique in a lot of different ways, but like they're so short. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, look, I got to run around here for a while. I have to say, it doesn't look like there's any real lag right now. I like how I see
I
the
have a
color
blue
of your
visor?
gun. No, but I like the color of your gun.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like a water gun.
I like how it actually shows that. That's neat. I haven't played co-ops like since they've done that.
Yeah. A lot of times, if I remember right, it actually used to show your visor color,
I thought it
like
did
in
at one
Halo
point too.
1.
Yeah.
Because I remember my visor being blue at some point, but I don't know.
Man, this was such a good fucking level.
Let's go to the... Oh, God! The anniversary graphics are hideous. There's just
really
no
are.
atmosphere, you know? Like, everything is just, like, bright and in your face, and it's just... I don't know.
There's a few games out there where the anniversary is like way worse than the original, and
It's always the Microsoft shit, because
it
Fable
is.
Anniversary
Yeah,
was ugly as hell, too.
that's just what I was about to say. Like, I eventually would like to do a video on Fable, but like I don't know. Do I sit there and try to find a good ROM of Lost Chapters to run, or do I just?
Well, Lost Chapters is on Steam.
Oh, is it just the original Lost Chapters? Not Anniversary?
Yeah, I have it. Nope. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
cool.
Like 10
Oh,
bucks.
wow. All right.
Yeah,
You know, I still have my original Lost Chapters.
that's amazing.
Yep. And and I
That
know
was
it's
one
mine
game I wish
because
they had made backwards compatible.
right. See, the funny thing is,
yeah.
I know it's mine because it's been chewed up all the hell by some dog, and also has stains all on the fucking case too, from like soda and shit now spilt on it. Like, that case is a fucking mess, and I'm like, yep, that's definitely my original. Like, I know my Knights of the Republic ones aren't originals, but that one's
Yeah.
mine. I thought I had a Jedi Academy somewhere too. Actually, I know I do. I just can't find it anywhere. I had it
I
written
still
in my.
have the KOTOR that you gave me, and it's got Hayden written on it in Sharpie.
Listen, I think I have bought so many copies of KOTOR at this point because I think I also gave Ryan one and that he kept. So.
Oh yeah, I remember
Because he was,
that.
I was like, I really wanted to play it, and like, you know, you can pick them up for like $10 basically.
Oh yeah, like that one video game store.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
So it was, I think I just went and bought it, and I just played through it at the same time he did.
I remember that. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
And then he played KOTOR 2, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And we were like, "We told you."
No. He actually enjoyed KOTOR 2 more than one.
Oh really?
Yeah. No,
I thought he like hated Kreia and all that.
No, he did. Yeah, well, that's true. He did, but he overall enjoyed the game a lot more because he said the combat was so much better than, or the gameplay in Juggers. I'm not sure to say combat, but just the gameplay itself was just so much better, and that some aspects of the story he just liked a lot more. Which, I mean, if you're into the whole Grey Jedi stuff, like, that is the epitome of it right there. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that was back when the Grey Jedi weren't just like, I want to be an asshole and get away with it. Like, it was actually, actually meant something. Man, I should have threw that in my fucking script for Jedi Outcast.
They treated, now they treat Grey Jedi like chaotic neutral in D&D.
Yeah, and that's not the case. It's, I mean, it's not even like chaotic good or anything like that. It's literally more just, hey, we believe emotions should be part of what keeps you to the good. Like, that's
like
literally
Jolie,
all. Yes, that's all it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be this bullshit of like, well, you know what? Sometimes I just really love torturing a bitch. Like, that's not what. No, that still wouldn't be a Grey Jedi way thing to do either.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, hey, love is a good thing. I stay to my principles because because of my love for other people. I shouldn't avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, but now, yeah, it's been kind of perverted by, like, especially a lot of the fan base to mean something totally different than what it ever was meant to be.
Yeah.
And obviously Disney didn't help with that by some of the things they did when it comes to the lore in that regard.
Yeah. Well, even kind of like Ahsoka as a character is a little confusing to me. Like, why she left the Jedi Order in the first place.
Oh, that was
I don't
stupid.
know.
Her reasoning was stupid. It was, well, they didn't trust me. Well, you know what? The evidence showed that you might have, like, planted a fucking bomb or whatever the fuck it was. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's like, well, you know, they wrongly accused, they didn't trust me and all that kind of. And there was more stuff, too. But, like, that was kind of the main crux of what caused it.
it was one of those things where the prequel's writing was so fucking terrible that everybody had to invent the copium in their heads that the Jedi Council was totally inept.
But my
And
own
it's
things, even
like,
what's in the
it's
prequel.
honestly just bad writing.
Well, I don't even really entirely think it's exactly bad writing. I think it actually made somewhat sense why they were like caught off guard by things and didn't believe what they were hearing. Because it's like, oh, Count Dooku said Sidious controlled the Senate. Okay, multiple things here. One, you're going to trust the guy who just tried to slaughter you all. Yes, that's real smart. You know, okay, that makes perfect sense. Two, controls the Senate could mean a lot of different things. It does not mean Chancellor Palpatine of all people. And three, like it's I don't know. I feel like people are reaching for reasons to like, I don't know, to find other ways to kind of like excuse what doesn't even need to be excused. Actually, like I don't think it needs to be excused.
Yeah.
I think it just is what it is. Just let it run. Like who? I don't know. For one, Star Wars doesn't need to be a. Oh wow, what the fuck? It's the Halo Wars Warthog.
Hell yeah. I just played some Halo Wars today because I had it on Steam of all things.
You know, I
Still
love
really
the
good.
fact Halo 1 actually showed the health of the people in the like passenger and gunner.
Yeah, but I mean, what other Halo game besides Reach if we had a health bar?
Well, I mean, they didn't do it in Reach.
That's true.
Well, I guess it wasn't going to give us a Marine. Okay, then. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, usually she's like, the Master Chief and I could use some backup. Could you spare a few men?
I remember if you went over to the left side and dropped off, it was a fall that was just long enough to get the Marines to start screaming as if they fall into their death, but not kill them. Because they would hop out of the Warthog like right before hitting the ground for their like fall death thing, but it wasn't a far enough drop to actually kill them if so long as they had like 1 bar of health basically. So there's actually a cool mod where it's if the flood outbreak was already happening on the ring.
Oh,
And it's like
geez.
this whole portion is like there's flood already like everywhere basically.
I really want to try that cursed Halo at some point.
Oh yeah, well we could do that co-op at some point actually.
Yeah.
I like how the library
That'd
is
be
just a Mario Kart track.
Yeah.
Man, going through and playing like a lot of older games has even given me a bigger
God.
appreciation for this game. Like it really has. Like when you look at like what games around this time were and then what this is, it's absolutely unbelievable. Like it doesn't make sense that they would have made this at the time period this was made. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. I just see you like flying away, and then the elite's like, "Rah."
Yeah, I lost some health from that one. If Halo 1 is probably one of the only Halos where you can actually go through the entire game with like whatever weapon you want. Oh my god, it did the cutscene. Sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know why. Oh, it's hysterical. So Junior even likes the whole like Gregorian chants. And so like I loaded up
yeah.
Master Chief Collection one time to because he likes playing through the Warthog run with me on Halo 3 because he can hop in the back of the gunner and he thinks he's driving and all that shit, right? And I started just going that whole and all that bullshit. And next thing I know, I hear
Yeah.
Junior over there like going along with it. I was like, he was doing a good job. He does better than I do with it, to be honest, because he's, you know, unlike me, musically talented, even though he's only 3. Gave him a harmonica, and we heard him up in his room, and it actually sounded like he was playing something of value. Like,
Jeez. That's impressive.
Well, I think it helps that Kat is like naturally gifted at music because she plays the flute, she plays like multiple horned instruments, she plays violin, she plays piano, she can play guitar, she could sing, and I'm over here like, well, fuck. I played baritone in middle school for
I
1
played
year.
clarinet for 5 minutes. Where they said, you're not supposed to be in band class. It's like, no, dipshit, I just bought a clarinet and showed up to band class hoping that you would let me in. Like, what the fuck?
I was like, I want to play trumpet.
Even
And
the
went. I was like, I want to play trumpet, and they're like, "Yeah, we got too many. Here's a baritone." I was like, "What?" So the next year, I was like, "I don't want to keep doing this shit. I don't want to carry around this big ass baritone."
I remember, oh god.
Okay, I
Russian
whenever I watch
number.
any video on Halo, it is always so freaky to me that people choose other paths than this one being the first. Like, this one's always been number one. The one where they're on like that hill is number two, and then the cliffside is number three. Like, how do you not save the cliffside
Yeah.
for last? It is the most iconic imagery of them all. Like, I don't. It bothers
I
me.
never really even thought about it.
I've watched
the other
multiple
paths, I mean.
videos. Yeah, I've watched multiple videos where they go to like that one first. And I'm like, how? Like, just you guys are weird. It's like massive like Halo players, and I see them do it, and I'm confused. I'm like, I thought I respected you, and then you do this. I have to say, I'm really surprised at how not laggy this is. Like, this is actually excellent,
And
like, connection.
they seem to have fixed it for the most part.
I mean, I get, like, Nick and Tyler in
mean-
and do, like, a full Halo 3 Legendary playthrough.
I would love that.
I would, too. Like, I'm
Tyler
not...
hasn't been on in a long time.
I
Maybe.
know. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I think, like, the last time was when we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. I really don't think I've talked to him much at all since.
Yeah, I mean, aside from like text messages, yeah, same. We saw Monkey Man. He and Nick and I did like the day after, but
Oh, yeah. How was that, anyway?
yeah, it was okay. I liked it more than I thought I would, to be honest. I had no idea what it was about going in, so I was like, this is cool. We were 3 of like 6 people in the entire theater, and the other people walked out halfway through and yelled "boo" with the screen. So
That's
I
excellent.
don't know. I didn't think it was bad, but what the fuck do I know?
I legit think the last movie I've seen, like, in theaters, might have been The Joker.
I offered.
I know
Really?
you
Well,
offered,
no, Rise
yeah.
of Skywalker, right?
Did Rise of Skywalker come out after?
That was December of 2019, I thought. That was when you and Tyler and I saw it together.
Huh.
Before Monkey Man, that was the last movie I'd seen in a theater. So it had been almost 5 years.
Okay, well then, yeah, Rise of Skywalker would have been the last movie I saw in theaters. But I mean, it costs so much money that, and
Fucking
there has,
send-off.
yeah, no, it costs so much money though, and it's just a fact of like, what has really come out that's really piqued my interest in the first place. Like,
Yeah, well, you know, like with Junior and them, not that he would misbehave in a theater or anything. but-
Kat's over here saying that she
know.
offered, she made her mom offered to watch Junior while we went to go see Deadpool or whatever. But to be honest, I'm
Oh,
just
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm really just not that interested in seeing it, to be honest. Like, I just, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm
I just,
kinda over
oh
the
my god,
superhero
oh
stuff.
my god.
Especially now that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor.
I know, that's so lazy
That
and
is the-
stupid.
Yeah. I
Oh,
knew
it's-
when they did that multiverse shit that something like that was gonna happen.
I
though.
know.
Well, that and the fact that, you know, Jonathan Majors is like a domestic violence or whatever he got on. They were going to
So
really focus on that Kang the Conqueror guy, and then Disney fired him, and it's like, well, fuck, what do we do now?
I still find it so funny that he's named Kang. Like I just that to me is hysterical because that's a total meme these days of like whenever like the like black supremacists say that they're like the original pharaohs and they were in Europe before white people like did anything and all this stuff. The one things that people always like put in the comments is we was Kangs and shit and stuff like that. And so it's just
Oh.
totally crazy seeing that there's actually a black like character in Marvel called Kang.
I don't know if he's black. I think he's supposed to be like an alien or something.
Really? Well, I mean,
Yeah, he's
It- like-
supposed to be like an interdimensional being or some shit. I
but
don't
does he
know.
like show himself as black? I should say then.
I honestly have no idea.
I don't
think
know
he was
Marvel too
only
well,
in
so I
that
have no
Ant-Man movie, and then that was it, as far as I know. They were building him up like the next Thanos type character, but
So,
Yeah.
Spartan
He got
343
fired,
said Marvel hit the panic button and called on RDJ. they really
oh, for
did.
sure.
They saw like all their
Yeah.
movies keep bombing, and they were like, you know, okay, well,
I
Hail
think
Mary.
Deadpool and Wolverine's been a success to their credit.
Oh, yeah, it's been a massive success. I mean,
It was marketed to hell, which I mean, smart, but like, you know,
I was kind of on the side of like, just
especially in a post-COVID movie theater world, like, you know.
the only problem with the post-COVID movie theater world is just that things are overly priced. So it's like I don't want to pay $50 to go to the movies.
Well, and the fact that a movie's gonna come to streaming like 2 weeks after it's
Yeah.
in theater. So it's like, what's the fucking point?
And that's
you
what
know?
actually that's exactly what I told Kat. I told her that I'll just wait till it comes out for us to watch at home
Yeah, it'll be-
because I
Yes.
really don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. You don't have to deal with fat guys ripping farts in the front row and all that other crap.
Hey, I
Kids
said I'm
snoring
sorry.
through emotional scenes.
The snoring through Superman was still one of the funniest things ever.
That's
I have
fucking great.
I have never laughed so hard during a movie than that kid at the most emotional scene of Man Steel just going like he wasn't making fun of it. He just genuinely fell asleep.
He was genuinely passed out. It was great.
I don't know how he slept through that final fight. There was so much like yelling.
Oh yeah, that whole fight was just like ridiculous.
And I was like, man, I don't want to burst out laughing either to like ruin it even more. Because again, I genuinely enjoyed Man of Steel a lot, so I was like into it when
Yeah.
when that kid was snoring. Like I was totally in it.
Oh man,
Ugh.
that's funny.
That look,
That
I
was
literally
like
think.
when Will and I saw Shark Tale together. I guess I was like 11 and he was maybe 9 or something like that. And there
such a
was like a
terrible
mentally
movie.
handicapped guy in like the front row. And like, if anything remotely funny happened, he was like,
Yeah, at that age, you probably don't like totally get it either.
"Oh no, we got it." Like
Oh,
we knew that
okay.
he was. It was still just funny though, because it's just like
I
it was
mean,
just anything that happened in the movie, like, and it wasn't really even that funny of a movie.
no,
So
it's a bad
like,
movie.
They were trying to like do their own spin on a Finding Nemo thing, because I guess that really fucking took off, and then that's what we got with Shark Tale. The only funny joke in that is the guy like in the sushi bar with nobody
Oh, that-
showing up.
I love how, and that's an intro credits.
Yeah, like that's fucking funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny. But like anything else, it's just like what does anyone remember about that movie?
So Spartan says the old school movie theater experience is nearly dead due to streaming. Yeah, it kind of is, and it's not just
Oh,
that
for
either.
sure.
I literally think what's killed it more than anything else is just the general price. Like, it used to be the theater was like a place where like high school kids could go, and it was a cheap date thing, right? It was a cheap it was a cheap
Oh,
date. It was
yeah.
a cheap hangout place. Like, how many times did we go to midnight
Yeah.
releases to stuff that we didn't even care that much about? We just were like, no, sure, why the hell not? You know?
Oh yeah. I don't
Now
think
it's
I'd ever
like
do another midnight release.
not with the cost of
to be
things. So it's like
honest.
we would go to the movies, get
Yeah.
popcorn, drinks, whole 9 yards, and it'd be like $15. Now it's
Yeah.
and, and it's not like the amount that you're getting paid is like that
Yeah.
much higher either. So it's
Oh
just
yeah.
rough.
No,
Like,
when we saw Monkey Man, like I got a ticket, Milk Duds, and like a small Sprite, and like that was almost like $35.
yeah, it's ridiculous. So like Spartan just said, you
Yeah.
can like back in the '90s, you go to movies and get popcorn and soda for less than 20. Yes, exactly, exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now that's just
Yeah,
no longer the
it,
case.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say I've always loved this underside here, like the little like basement area of the tower.
Yeah,
Like,
the Forerunner architecture is just amazing,
And one, it's
especially
absolutely
in Halo 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just
Oh,
kind
God.
of it's like industrial but still like kind of ethereal at the same time. Like it's so it bland in a good way almost, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not overcomplicated. Oh no,
Ah. Connection lost. You will be disconnected in
I'm sorry.
12 seconds. Oh,
No,
what
did-
happened?
I accidentally hit the back button.
Oh.
And now the architecture's
back button?
terrible and terribly overcomplicated. Oh, on the controller. The
Just turning on
anniversary,
the anniversary graphics nearly disconnected you?
apparently. God, I forgot
That's
how ugly this was.
bizarre.
This is so ugly.
It's a lot brighter, but
Okay, yeah, I'm
beyond that,
turning that back to
I don't get my
stuff.
custom weapons in anniversary graphics. What a ripoff.
Spartan says, I'm 40,
my-
so I'm going to complain about things being expensive now. Hey, I'm 30. I feel you, man. You probably even more so, but like the gap from like the 80s to 90s to 2000s wasn't actually like that big, you know? Like there was some, but
Yeah.
like it wasn't that big. And really like even all the way up till like, again, 2020, it was bearable. And then these past few years has just been... I think there was that video of that one guy who did a grocery order for 2020 and then did a grocery order for now. And it was like the same items. He just reordered them, and it went from $100 to over $400.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the gap. Yeah, Spartan just said the gap from the 80s to 2000s seems so much less than 2000s does to now. 100%. 100%.
I think this is
It's
the only
not
intro
even
you can't
close.
skip.
You can't fully skip the Sonic Cartographer, I guess, because you have to ride in anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I guess you could skip
Push
the.
me away from that wings. Just shut up.
I still love the original Marine armor.
Oh, yeah.
They really screwed it up in Halo 2, I thought. Except the anniversary graphics in Halo 2, I think, brought it back to where it should be. Like it was,
Oh,
like
see, I
nice
don't
and
like the Halo
metallic.
2 anniversary graphics at all.
I like them a lot, actually.
I kind of have the same complaints with them as I do the Halo 1 stuff, where to me it just feels like it kind of missed the mark.
Oh, to me,
It's
Halo
like, look
2.
how shiny we can make everything.
My only thing is Halo 2 never really felt like it had a definitive art style to me. Like, at least not like Halo 1 did. Like, everything felt kind of flat regardless. And actually, I think, did you send that video where it was them talking about the...
Shadows or lack
yeah,
thereof, I guess.
how originally it was supposed to have it,
Yeah.
and that's why it was designed the way it was. And so it kind of screwed that up.
And wouldn't you know it, somebody made a mod that restored all the shadows. And it looks amazing.
Yeah, I need to play that.
Yeah.
Because I
like,
never
it's-
liked Halo 2's art style. Like, I never cared for it. I always preferred Halo 1, and then I really liked Halo 3's art style when it came to everything but the faces.
Yeah, the faces looked pretty ass.
I
And also, I don't like that they replaced what's her face, Miranda Key's voice actor.
yeah, and Truth
I liked her better
especially.
when she was Darla from Buffy.
Yeah, I forgot that was her. Instead,
Junior, stop yelling.
instead became Oh no, I think she was also the person from Saw as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like Saw 4 or 5 or one of those ones. You know, after it got really stupid, which means anything after the first one.
Oh come on! You didn't like Jigsaw's take on the American healthcare system?
Listen, I had a bootleg of that movie. And I remember, like, I think I texted Tyler and went, he literally started killing people because he got dropped because of his pre-existing conditions from his healthcare policy. And this was like right around the time of Obamacare. And I was like, this is just
Yeah.
straight up like on the verge of just sheer propaganda at this point. Like, this isn't even a movie. Like, this is just like, you know, I don't like what's happening currently in the healthcare system. I'm just going to talk about that for 2 hours. Like, it
And
was
somehow make a
so
horror
bad.
movie out of it.
And it was such a bad one too. It was so terrible, even if you took away that aspect. Oh, apparently, the person who played Darla was also in Dexter as well.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like she's been in other stuff. It's just I don't like I recognize her voice more than her face just because I've played Halo 2 so many times.
Oh, messed that up.
And then they said, "Oh, we wanted somebody with a more distinct accent for
feel like
Halo
what
3,"
it really
and it
was-
was like she sounds like not
It-
like distinct at all. It's different, but it's not, you know.
It had to be more of like like an internal conflict about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense why you would have gotten rid of her.
Well, then they got rid of Truth. Like his voice was so much cooler in Halo 2.
Well, here's the thing. I think they're both equally cool. It's just that the character was already established. And so,
Yeah.
like, it changed. He turned to the Prophet of Regret. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, he
like,
got like really fanatical and kind of a pussy. I don't know.
Yeah, like, he just, like,
He wasn't like as
Regret was the
cold and
one who was like, I
calculating.
will activate the rings and, you know, pave a path into the divine beyond. I don't know why I sounded
Yeah.
more like the guy from Futurama there for a minute. Welcome to the world of
Hedonism.
tomorrow. No. Oh, that too, I guess. But, yeah, like, it changed his entire character is what my problem with it was more than anything else. But his voice, like, I thought the voice was still great. I thought the character in Halo 3 was still great. It wasn't Truth.
Yeah.
But then again, that was back when Halo's story was still good because they hadn't like retconned the whole humans being Forerunner shit yet.
Yeah.
That was still the dumbest choice Halo's ever made. Like, I will take a dozen Halo 5s if I could at least get back to that storyline. Like, that was, everything made complete sense when humans were Forerunners. And here's the thing, it made sense why the Covenant still hated us too, because the whole thing was that they said that those who are heretics will be left behind on the great journey. So even when they found out the truth, they still would have assumed that we should be killed because we were the ultimate heretics. We were the Forerunners who were so terrible, we were left behind on the great journey. But if they find out the truth about the Forerunners and all that shit, and the new canon, it makes no sense why he would still want to activate the fucking ring. Like,
Yeah.
it's just stupid. Mendicant
Well,
bias.
Didn't they say like in Contact Harvest that they thought they misread
Oh, it's not true.
Reclaimer as Reclamation or something?
It was something like that, and it was. It was also
And
one
then
thing of where like they
that,
realized.
they kind of implied that they knew that humans were the ones meant to activate the rings or something.
It was
I
done.
didn't like exactly fully get the implications of that.
I know some people were saying the implications were that like they killed us to hide the secret kind of thing, but that doesn't really make any
Yeah.
sense whatsoever because if you actually believed like in your own like religion, which you clearly do because you're willing to activate the fucking rings in the first place, then it just wouldn't make sense to then go around killing us if you thought that we actually were apparently the chosen ones. It made more sense to say that, hey, we were the ones that got left behind on the great journey, therefore must have been terrible heretics and deserve the terrible and atrocious deaths. Like, that makes complete sense. But for that to make complete sense, we have to be Forerunner. And then, 343 comes in and just says, no, I don't like that. Let's have it the case where the Forerunners and humans were fighting until the humans fed their dog some bad dog food, and that created the flood. I mean, that's literally what fucking happened. That is what they find. Like, the whole primordial being the flood and all that shit that's all cool. I'm all right with that. That, like, the original omnipotent near gods of the universe get cast aside, and as they decay, they're not really, they're endless in a way, right? Like, endless, right? But they're they can't ever die fully, but they can decay, and so eventually they decay to a point where they become the flood. I'm all right with all that. But then the whole thing of, then humans found it, grinded it into powder, and said, what are we going to do with this? I don't know, let's feed our dogs it. And that creates the fucking flood? Like,
yeah. That's really dumb.
I just
like,
don't...
in the original Sonic canon, the reason that they called Dr. Robotnik Dr. Eggman is because he was performing experiments on Sonic. And he performed an experiment where he fused his body with a rotten egg. And that's why he became evil. Because he was rotten, like an egg, on the inside.
Spartan says, welcome to the world of Halo. Oh, I'm sorry, Marine. I failed you.
Oh, God.
This part on Legendary...
Holy shit, I forgot about grenades setting off chain reactions.
This part on Legendary is literally like the hardest part of all of the entire game.
I believe it. I think you and I have done Legendary co-op before, but it's been such a fucking long time.
Oh, yeah. Well, Halo 1 Legendary isn't bad. I've done Halo 1 Legendary solo just for fun before. Like, it's... Like, Halo 1's one of the few Halos where it's like, if you die, it's your fault. Like, you did something bad. There's not really a lot of, like, just random bullshit that can happen. Like, Halo 2, obviously, Jackal snipers are atrocious.
Oh, my God.
Because of the vehicle sections in Halo 3, there's just too many weird things that can happen that kill you kind of at random. But the way everything works in Halo 1, it's... If you die, it's, you suck. Like, too bad. Get good.
Don't let that warthog tap your fucking toe.
Yeah, right.
God, that pissed me off.
It made for so many fun times, though.
It did, but only in hindsight.
I don't know, for me it was funny in the moment. Man, how many sword elites come out on Heroic?
God.
That's the third one. I know on Legendary, I think it's like 5 that come out before any of the other ones start. Like, all 4 doors open at once, basically. It's like, sword elites!
Oh, God.
Yeah, you have to make sure
I can only imagine that that part in Keys.
Oh, yeah, on Heroic and Harder, our Hunters come out. Yeah.
Jeez. But that part in Keys where you're like, where after you get the captain's neural implants or whatever, and like the entire room just fills up with flood and
I found how to get through that level so easy, actually, on Legendary. There's like a certain part you can kind of sit at, and as long as you make sure you had grenades, you can wipe out basically all the flood that come in before they even get in the door. Or there's a place you can hide. There's a place you can kind of hide inside like all the tentacles of the Proto-Grave Mine or Keys. And if you sit there, they can't really hit you very easily at all. And so you can sit through almost the entire flood portion and just be just fine. It only gets hard when it comes to the Covenant then knocking down the door and you not being prepared. Where's the camo? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I picked it up by mistake.
Oh, I've been like wandering around here like,
I
where'd
was
the camo
walking
go?
backwards away from one of the elites, and I walked over it.
Man, Halo 1 is still fun.
Dude, the Halo 1 plasma pistol's fucking legit.
Oh, I know. I remember,
Remember
I think it
when-
was me and Ryan were playing through it, and he was like just so amazed.
Yeah,
by
I was
it.
just getting ready to say that it was like that good.
I forgot. Did he like never play Halo 1 before that, or was it that he just?
I think
Yeah.
he hadn't played the campaign before.
Yeah, which is so weird to think. I forgot if I ever got him to play Half-Life or not.
I think he watched you play Half-Life, and he saw like the fetus boss
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Man, Black Mesa did such a good job with that. Like that final fight in Black Mesa is so fucking epic. Like instead of
Yeah.
him teleporting you away to
I
random
still need to go
spots,
through Black Mesa.
yeah, instead of like him teleporting you away to different spots and doing the bullshit platforming stuff, he's teleporting portions of Earth to throw at you and shit like that. So like parts of
Jesus.
he's like teleporting in like hallways from Black Mesa and throwing them at you and they shatter, and of course you can then run through like some old offices that he threw at you to get health pickups and shit. And it's so
That's
good.
awesome.
It's like things are raining down around you like from Castle Crashers. Like it's oh man,
Jeez.
the Gonark is also like one of the most epic things I've ever played in gaming. Black Mesa is the perfect remake. I do not have. There's a couple things that could be improved here or there. Maybe not perfect, but it's damn near as perfect as it gets. I don't know what else I would really complain too much about it. Like so good. And now I think there's a way to play through it in VR, so I probably should do a VR playthrough.
Oh jeez. There's a
Well,
way
I
to play
like-
Half-Life Alyx without VR, but then they say it just becomes like a rail shooter. Basically,
Yeah.
that it's really boring.
I don't know how to like compare it to something else, but it just doesn't work. It just really think of like, well, no, that would probably still work. I'm about to say think of Skyrim, but like you couldn't walk. You just kind of like it was a point and click adventure or something like that. But that actually still sounds kind of fun.
The Amazon Alexa version. I actually did try that because my mom has an Echo.
So I've been like replaying through Oblivion actually.
Oh yeah.
And that is still like, again, the combat doesn't hold up well, obviously, but like everything else
I
about the
wouldn't
game
even
is.
say Skyrim's combat holds up anymore.
I think it's still okay because the good part, it's still modern enough to a point where like blocking and hitting is still like feels visceral enough. And then let's face it, sneaky archer always wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I watched a fucking 45-minute long video on why everyone chooses sneaky archers. And
I've never played a stealth archer in Skyrim.
really, you might be the only person I have ever met never to play a stealth archer in Skyrim. And
I
like
don't like archery.
every time I try not to be one, I wind up being one. In VR, I still wound up being one half the time.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's just never done it for me. I like to get up close and slash people.
Ow, 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 ow. I'm about to die.
Ah, I'm getting a little bit of input lag. I don't know if that's just my connection or not. Who's to say? Oh, fuck.
I mean, I could hit anniversary graphics and like send you out of the game real quick.
I have no idea why it did that. That's
It
just
just-
so weird.
It was taking so long for me to load it in. I think it was trying to like it had to put you on pause.
Okay.
I have no idea if that's a thing. I'm just assuming.
Because I just, like, switched back and forth. It was no problem.
Oh, so by the way, me and Kat have been watching the whole House of the Dragons stuff, going on.
Mm-hmm.
The second season's actually really, I mean, not really good. It's not like early seasons Game of Thrones good, but it's it's like mid-season Game of Thrones good. Like it's actually like very watchable. Like we've very much enjoyed it. They like have a character who's going crazy, kind of like
Better than the
Daenerys
first
did.
season, then.
Oh, far better. Like the first season was boring as fuck because the two main characters are boring as fuck. Like Rhaenyra, the woman, is the most incompetent fucking queen I've ever seen in my life, and she still is incompetent in season 2. But there's other characters in it that just make up for her. So it's like every time she pops on the screen, I'm like, well, fuck, here we go again. But there's enough other people doing stuff that I'm like, okay, you know, we're good. Like the guy from Doctor Who, what's his fucking name? I forget his name in the show.
I know
all
the
of a sudden.
actor, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the character's name.
He's the best character in the whole fucking show. Like, and the thing is, you just start thinking like, man, if he was king, he would definitely be an evil tyrant. But I think there would be peace.
Kind of like Tywin.
Yes. And here's the thing. Well, actually, I think less so a Tywin, because the only people Tywin would really fuck with are people who like get in his way. Like the commoners would have nothing to fear from Tywin. I mean, just
Yeah,
like your
fair.
everyday person would probably be actually very well off under Tywin. It would be the other oligarchs basically who would be like terrified of him.
Yeah.
Because
Which
in the
is almost
book,
how you'd want it to be.
because in the book he's even more competent than in the show, and in the show he's still brilliant.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, again, he's my favorite character in the whole show, but
His actor helped a ton with that too.
oh, I know. His actor's fantastic. I still love them in Last Action Hero. It's such a
When he
stupid
had
movie.
red hair, I guess. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The cartoon
It's a-
cat.
I love that movie, but man, is it dumb.
It's not the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger movie out there.
Oh, not
for
by
sure.
not by a mile. But I think it didn't do well box office wise when it came out. I think I think a lot of
Which is
people apparently didn't
surprising.
like it. So I recently
I
found
feel like
out
a lot
that
of people kind of just missed the point of it, you know?
I think so too. I think some people were actually expecting an action hero movie.
Oh God. What were you gonna say though?
So I found out that apparently Kat has never seen the Terminator movies.
I guess that's not really so surprising.
No, for a woman, yeah. I mean, that's kind
I
of a
didn't
thing.
mean for a woman. That just meant, like, she doesn't really care about those kinds of movies a lot of the time. It
Most
seems
women
like.
don't care about those kind of movies. They get drugged. They get drugged there
Yeah.
usually by their husbands. Hey, if
They
you
get
went
drugged by their husbands.
clipped. I drugged my wife to see Gladiator. I drugged my wife.
Gladiator 2 is gonna be stupid.
That is, oh man. I mean, talk about just not.
Missing
man,
the mark. Like,
I forgot that we were supposed to let more Marines in.
to me, like with stuff like that, I just kind of wonder, like, who is it for? You know what I mean? Because like anybody that actually liked the first Gladiator isn't gonna want to see it, and then anybody that wants to see it probably has no idea what the first Gladiator is. I mean, the movie's like 25 years old at this point.
I know.
You know?
However, I will say the best part about it was when me and Kat finished it. Hey, it didn't drop in more Marines. There must be a Marine alive somewhere that just didn't die. But the best part was when me and Kat were watching through it for her first time, and we got to the end, and she just her first reaction was, "Why don't they make movies like this anymore?" I'm like, good. It's not just the nostalgia. It truly is. It's just a great movie.
Gladiator or Terminator?
Gladiator. We haven't seen Terminator yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I want to see Terminator with her because I'm interested to see if she likes one or two more. Because I like two or one the best. I mean, I think one is the best of the Terminator series. But I know almost everyone else disagrees and says two.
I mean, as long as we agree that 1 and 2 are the only really good ones, then that's all I really care about.
To me, it goes 1, 2, Salvation, 3.
And then What? Didn't they make a fifth one, sixth
Wait,
one?
they
Something?
don't. They don't. No, they're not even. They're on a totally different planet. They don't even exist. Like they. Oh my God,
Where,
they
like
were.
CGI'd Arnold comes in or something.
Oh, they did that in Salvation too, as well. No, with the was it Genesis or whatever? I think they brought Arnold back. Like, or it was either that or Dark World.
Yeah.
Well, and one of them, like, they straight up they succeed in killing John Connor, and so like the entire thing is about his mom. I think is what it was.
Oh yeah.
And then like they send back of course a female Terminator who just shows up, you know, Arnold and saves the day, of course. And it was awful. It was so bad.
Was that the TV show?
No. But that also happened in a TV show too.
Sarah
because,
Connor Chronicles
yeah.
or whatever.
No, that
where
the TV.
River Tam from Firefly fucking played a Terminator.
Yeah, that was just dumb. That wasn't like that show just felt like really good fan fiction. So it was like
Yeah.
it was still kind of bad, but not terrible.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of went, oh, okay, but no, Genesis and well, the only one I saw was Genesis, and that one was absolutely awful. And then the one after that apparently was worse than Genesis. So
I'm kind of sad that like Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk are the only ones to really have much of a career after Firefly.
well, I won't say that Zoe's been in a lot of stuff actually.
She's in Destiny, I think.
That wouldn't surprise me.
She voices the Warlock Vanguard or whatever.
And did River go on and do a decent amount of stuff afterwards actually?
She was in Arrow, from what I remember,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
again that
yeah.
Sarah Connor Chronicle show, and I don't know.
I think they were just in a lot of shows that like we didn't hear about. But I know
Yeah,
I know Zoe went on to do quite
the
a
guy
bit.
that
though.
played Jane is just. He was in like a couple video games, and then after that, I haven't heard anything from him since.
What
Like,
was it?
I assume he's still in stuff.
Cal Drager from Mass Effect or something like that.
Oh, Cal Rieger.
Cal
yeah.
Rieger, that's right. Yeah.
And then like the random guy in Half-Life 2 episode 2 that was like always helping you out. He was
So
in
I'm still right now one of my favorite Let's Plays is still that one channel that does the AI Presidents Play Mass Effect series. It is still just so fucking funny. Like one of the last ones, like after the whole Trump assassination thing, like it was Trump's turn to like play through stuff. You know, like he dodges a missile and Biden goes, "How did you do it?" He goes, "What do you mean? How did I do that? You saw me do that shit in real life."
that. Jesus.
They just dropped the episode today and I haven't seen it yet. But like it's literally just them taking turns playing through Mass Effect and it's just so fucking funny. They went through all of the first one. They're playing through the second one right now. And it's like again, it walks that line of making fun of everyone to like the perfect amount. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like someone who just has a hard on for insulting the other side kind of deal. It really seems like someone who
Yeah.
just enjoys making jokes. That's the hard part whenever you're doing that kind of stuff. Like, how far do you go with? Like, I would never
Well, it's
do
such
like.
low-hanging fruit as comedy, like
That's-
typically.
It's why I can never do like a video on a game that has too much political going on because I know I wouldn't be able to stay non-biased while doing a review of something like that. Like, it would be. I would have a hard time like trying to think of what I would say without it coming across really biased. You know what I mean? So. There's some games I have to be like, yeah, there's too much to unpack here. I'm not sure if I want to delve into that just yet.
Yeah.
Besides, there's too much other stuff I gotta still do. I gotta finish this fucking Jedi Academy video. And then afterwards, my final video of the series will be a giant tier list of every level from Dark Forces all the way through Academy. So... because people love that shit, apparently. Like, you look at those tier list videos, they do fucking numbers. So I'm just kind of like, fuck it, why not? I've finished the entire... Hey, there's a Moa behind him. Did you see that?
No.
Look behind him when it jumps to him again. In one of the cells, there's a Moa statue back there.
Oh, one of the golden boas.
I didn't realize it showed up in cutscenes. It's in that second
Yeah, it's
cell.
only in classic graphics, which is kind of weird.
Come on, show a nurse. Side view. Uh-oh.
Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Chief.
Oh, well, I'm gonna look in there and shoot it anyway. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, this is the one where fucking Captain
See,
Keyes
yep, there he
didn't
is.
die. Oh, yeah.
All I remember is it was rare, but occasionally, because of his AI, he would actually point at a dead enemy and unload his ammunition onto its corpse. But he has a needler, and so it'd explode and sometimes kill him.
Jesus.
Now, they claimed that no longer was in the game, and you didn't have to worry about that. But I know for a fact it happened to me multiple times as a kid.
Where? Go. Bitch. Okay. I have to pee. I'll be back.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Yay! I mean, I guess the challenges don't really matter anymore, but still. Or are they not gonna? They're gonna follow Hayden. Okay, well they might get stuck back there. I guess I can go forward and kill the enemies. Man, Halo 1 is still just so fun, though. I mean, its graphics feel timeless. Its gameplay still just... It sits so well. Oh, I thought you would die from that.
We made it. Cortana to Echo 419.
Whee!
Have the captain and need extraction on the double. Negative, Cortana. I've been
Engaged by Covenant bogies. Oh, nope, wrong one.
time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry. Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out. Air support is cut off.
I gotta say, for a bridge, it just looks really weird. Reach did the bridges right for the Covenant. Like, that bridge in Reach looks so cool. Watch it turn out like he just soft-locked us somehow or something.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, no, okay, they're still doing their audio cues.
Hello.
Hey, they're just sitting back with you, so I'm like over here and like all the Covenant are running in on me, but the Captain's back with
Oh,
you.
jeez.
Well, now I know if you're playing co-op Legendary, what would have been an easy way to actually get past it. I mean, me and Will, like, were, like, oh man, it was so awful at this part trying to get through it on Legendary.
Oh, God.
So I was just saying how, this being the Covenant, like, Covenant Bridge is kind of funny here. Like, this, little area where Captain Keyes gets turned to the Flood. Like, compare that to the bridge they created for the Covenant ships in Reach. Like, that was so cool looking.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all the doors here are red, so I'm not quite sure where to go.
Oh, no.
Okay, hang on. I can do this. Oh, okay, never mind. It just teleported me to you.
I don't know if the Captain has to be here. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. What was that?
That was a grenade I threw.
Oh, the Marines just magically got here, too.
And
There's
they just
Captain Keyes
wrecked
behind
that
you.
elite. Damn. Hey, activate that. I want to see something.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That's it. The dropship is loose.
Get on board.
Let's do it.
Wait, it says connection loss. You'll be disconnected in 12 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Nope, there it goes.
I think it's just the co-op netcode or something.
Probably.
Give me a minute to interface with
Not great.
You know, it's funny, like, for, like, this entire time, I've been playing so much, like, other, like, older shooters for, like, my videos and shit.
Yeah.
That just sitting down and playing fucking Halo, like, it's just, again, it feels so nice. Especially when I got done playing through all of Outcast and all of Academy with, how the gunplay at least is.
Infinite's new update's pretty good too, actually. Like the whole VIP is great.
again, like, I want to be excited, but another part of me is like, how did you not already have this? Like, I know that's like,
Oh wow. What the hell?
what?
Complete any level on heroic difficulty or higher without taking damage. I just
Huh.
got that achievement.
I don't think
I
that's
died
true at
like
all.
so many fucking times. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I died so many times.
I think I have that achievement already.
I
think
I
that-
thought it gave it to you. I thought maybe you had done it because I don't remember you dying in that session. So I was like, yeah, okay. I'll take it, I guess.
Man, the amount of times I replayed through this one part alone on Legendary just to see how many Marines I could save. Or just to
Oh,
sit
yeah.
back and watch the Marines have an epic battle. Hayden, you're about to die.
Ah!
That was not me that time, though. That was a Marine.
I knew it was a frag. I saw it like at the last second. Emmer. Damn it, now I got a plasma pistol.
You're talking about this game. That's awesome.
Well, I know, but I want the regular pistol too. Pistol's the best fucking gun in the game.
You know, there's sometimes, like, when you play a game, like, it just sticks out, like, as in, like, just in your memory so well. It was funny. I was talking to my cousin Austin. It was at my granddad's 90th birthday party, and I
nice.
mentioned, he was like, "You still play Halo?" I was like, "Of course I still play Halo." He's like, "I still remember when you played it at my house with these people over here for the first time." I was like, No, you're not remembering this correctly. I have a fucking memory when it comes to this shit. No. You were in college and we were helping you move into your dorm and all of that stuff is what that was. He's like, really? I went, yes. He's like, I don't think so. I went, yes, it is. Just ask around. And he asked my dad. And my dad was like, I think he's actually correct. And also just over here going, how do you remember that? I was like, listen, seeing that game for the first time was mind-blowing to me. I remember it in its entirety so fucking well. I played through the Pillar of Autumn and thought this is the greatest game I've ever played in my life. I was like, I remember thinking like, what do you mean I can't just collect all the weapons like a monster like in Half-Life? I have to actually trade them out? Oh man, this creates just, it's so much fun. No, personally, I still think Half-Life is a better game, but, and I mean, when I first played Halo, it was like so mind-blowing. Like, I still remembered it so clear even to this fucking day. Then again, like, some of my oldest memories I have is playing Half-Life with my dad, so.
Oh yeah.
Little, like, God, what was it? It would have been like 6-year-old me? Yeah.
It came out in '98, I think.
Okay,
Half-Life,
5-year-old
the
me.
first Half-Life. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I remember
It's
that,
old.
and I remember sitting and watching him play through a lot of Unreal.
I still need to go back and play that.
Dude, the first Unreal is one of the greatest shooters ever, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. It's a
servers
tough.
down for Unreal Championship. I
Oh,
saw.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
not championship, tournament.
2004, right? Or no, it was
just
a tournament.
the original.
Oh, I thought it was 2004 as well.
Oh, I mean, it might be both. In all honesty,
2004 was the best of all of like the tournament stuff, but Unreal is, again, this the first Unreal is one of the greatest shooters I've ever played. It is in that perfect area of like exploration and kind of a story, but also being just totally of that era of just let's make this shit fun and who gives a fuck, you know? We're gonna make this fun and we're gonna make this difficult as fuck all at the same time.
oh god,
Because like that game gets hard. Like it gets super fucking hard. And they did the whole Return to Null Poly expansion, which kind of blows, but I was like, let's take everything good about Unreal and just not do that. Remember all the exploration you loved? Yeah, we're just gonna kind of cut back on that. Remember how all the weapons were projectiles so you could dodge and move and how all the enemies were tough to fight because of that? Yeah, we'll just give you a bunch of hit scan weapons and then give all the AI a bunch of hit scan weapons. That will be fun.
Jeez.
But the original Unreal, that is, I think, one of the most underrated
I'm assuming
shooters
it's
there
still
are.
for sale on Steam.
No, they took it off. They took it off almost everywhere. I think they might have brought it back, but I remember there was a period where they took it off everywhere, where it became like nearly impossible to find it without like a illegal
dumb.
copy. Yeah. Now, technically, I still have my original CD, so bite me. But also, if you've
Fuck
already
you,
bought it on
Epic.
Steam, you still were able to keep it. So.
Oh yeah, no, I get that for sure.
Someone commented I should
Or
buy I should do a review of a certain game on and like said look this up on Steam. Now I looked it up, and it was just a straight up fucking porn game. I was like, what the fuck?
They just wanted to get you.
Yeah, I'm like, you bastards. It was like a fucked up one too. I was like, what the hell is this shit? Like it has stuff in it that I cannot mention on YouTube.
Good lord.
I was like, how is this? I was looking. I was like, how is this allowed?
Located somewhere else on the site. Shut the system
yeah.
down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out.
And then there's people that go to the cartographer first.
Find the map.
I mean, when I first played the game, I did.
Yeah, like you go there and then the guy with the sword like runs in to the locked door.
Yeah.
Oh
they
god.
just- I feel like back in the day, it was a lot easier to wedge the Warthog in there. Because like back in the day, I could
Yeah.
always force him to get wedged in the door and me skip everything. But like now I can't do that. Like I don't know what happened.
I remember trying that so many times as a kid and I could just never pull it off.
After I saw we were up against
Oh god.
I was waiting to see if you took damage.
keep an eye out for any possible
Eh. Well, I had an overshield, luckily.
Yeah, same here.
Which, I like how she says, well, we got rocket launchers for hunters, but the fucking pistol is still the best.
I was about
thing
to say,
against
there's
them.
no point in picking up the rocket launcher at all. Except for the fact of, hey, I have a rocket launcher.
It's weird. It's this input lag. Like, it's not terrible by any means, but it just, like, takes a second to register stuff.
I swear, some reason like it felt like all the servers were far better back in the 360 era.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some Marines still here. Hey.
Well,
yo.
Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary servers were terrible. The original
Oh, they were always. But like Halo 3,
Online-
I remember
online
playing like
co-op was a
four-person,
disaster.
like four-person co-op on Halo 3 worked no problem whatsoever. It felt butterly smooth like the
Yeah.
entire time.
Well, that's because it was built for it.
Was that you can't build for it again? Like the technology's lost to us. It's like, is it like trying to land on the moon where we just don't know how to do it anymore? Like what the fuck happened here? Like I know we can't create Greek fire anymore, but I mean, come on, like we didn't lose everything. Ow.
Oh fuck. Well,
That poor guy. Oh, and you too.
I was gonna say, poor me.
Ah! No, I didn't mean to hop into the gutter.
skidded the warthog to where like little chunks of dirt were like coming off the tires. That was pretty cool.
Hey, the attention to detail on Halo 1's still really good.
Which I don't necessarily agree about, like Halo 2 not having its own distinct style, but I do have to say that like that Shadows video was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
As far as
yeah.
like why it always looked kind of flat, you know. Especially
Yeah.
compared, like even just the lighting in this little bit right here,
Oh, I know.
like it's just nuts. Kick the rock off, James. It's not complete until you've kicked the rock.
I saw the
off.
dumbest mod. It was someone put one of those rubber chickens there instead, and so it kicks off. It was.
I love that a guy just did it for that part.
Yeah.
Like,
How are you supposed to hit that
it's
again?
like putting the Prophet birthday party skull in Halo 2. It's the dumbest fucking thing ever, but it's funny.
I don't have enough health to make the jump. Oh well.
Oh god. I miss the grunts and like elites bleeding different colored blood. They got rid of that after Halo 2, I feel like.
No, Halo 3 they did too, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think so. It wasn't as noticeable, but I'm about positive the grunts still had. Yeah, no, they definitely did because the grunts had like bright blue blood, and then like the brutes had
Yeah.
more reddish blood, and then the elites still had purple.
Yeah, I remember the Brute's blood. But I just thought they were lazy and just made it red because it would be easier.
Well, I mean, and there might have been some idea behind it, but I think it was mostly just they're monkeys. They're clearly
It's
mammals.
Yeah.
They're less alien than a lot of the other aliens.
That's true.
I mean,
Like
obviously the
jackals
hunters are of
well, no,
always
the hunters are the diverse ones, I guess, the most diverse. Because they're just
Oh,
packs
yeah.
of worms.
I like how for the most part the lore around them is we don't know how it makes sense, but it makes sense. Which I'm cool with. More games and more stories need to do that where you don't explain
Yeah, where we don't
everything.
get like a fucking 10-paragraph explanation.
I don't need to understand how everything works. Just explain that it works and leave it at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's why like in Half-Life I never want them to explain the G-Man. Just let him be the man of mystery he is.
Yeah, there's some things that are just better off unexplained, you know? Oh god. Bit.
I mean, Halo's definitely Halo's definitely one of those
Boxing a
things
fucking elite to death.
where they over-explain the fuck out of everything in Halo.
Yeah.
There's no mystery left, like, at all.
Nope.
I remember I played through this game so many times before I knew you could leave out this back entrance here.
This ship may be out of range or having equipment problems. Keep trying. Let me know when you've reestablished contact, and then tell them that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center.
I will say, I'm glad in Infinite they brought back a pseudo-foe hammer.
Affirmative. Foe hammer out.
Oh,
The pilot
guy,
or whatever,
the
yeah.
pilot guy. Yeah.
He was good. Like, his whole, like, arc and everything like that was actually really well done. Like, Joe Staten
How he goes
fucking
from being a
saved
pussy
the
to
fuck
not
out of
being
that
a
game.
pussy.
Yeah, he's still kind of a pussy, but he's like, he still wants to help. Like, he's a pussy, but he's gotten a bit brave at the same time.
And he tells people his real name, and then the weapon. That was kind of fucking
Again,
dumb.
they fucked up
Like,
the
I'm
whole
not gonna
storyline
lie.
of 4 and 5 to a point where it's like, what do you do with Infinite at
Yeah.
that point? I really think they did
Yeah.
the best thing they could, which was, okay, just move past this as fast as possible, and just get to something new. Just get to something new here. Wait, this isn't working. Just let's
Yeah.
speedball this shit. Again, I also say Joe Staten
Well, they kept-
saved the fuck out of that storyline to a point where it was obviously still not good because of what came before, but it was a hell of a lot better than it deserved to be. Like,
Yeah.
it did not have any right to be as good as it was, and that doesn't mean that it was great. It just means that it had no right to be good. And somehow Joe Staten found a way, and then they got rid of him.
And then he left. Yeah, I was gonna
They
say.
didn't get
or
rid of him. He got,
fired.
yeah, about to say they kicked him out.
Yeah. They just don't know what they're doing, basically.
So, going through J Academy, it's like the best representation of in Outcast. It's like the best representation of Luke Skywalker ever done, and outside of the books maybe. And it's clear that people, they understood the lore and of what they were working with and had a certain degree of reverence for it. That's not how it is for games anymore. 343 has no reverence towards Halo whatsoever. Like, they do not give a
No,
fuck
they were
about.
just given it by Microsoft.
And it's
basically.
funny because I started thinking, like, okay, well, is it just because they want to
Oh,
always?
God.
I forgot about him. Is it? Why are you going for me? But I was like, okay, is it just the fact they always want to keep dissecting these games and breaking them apart and stuff like that that makes them bad, or is it something else? And I was thinking, because I was looking at other games I could possibly do a video on later. Knights of the Republic 2 is the best version of like breaking down a concept of an IP and subverting expectations through what it accomplishes. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's because it understands what it's dissecting, right? Like, it's clear
Yeah.
that Obsidian understands Star Wars. So when they sit there and dissect it and break it apart, they don't mutilate it in the process.
Yeah.
Now,
For sure.
they don't understand what they have, and because of it, they try to then dissect it and it not work.
Ah, what the fuck?
Did you fall off?
I guess. Do I have to get in the Pelican too?
Yeah, you have to get the Pelican 2 on this one.
Oh. Alright, I'm coming. I pressed X to enter the side seat, and I just, like, fell off. I fell through the floor. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna press X.
Yay!
There we go.
I like how it shows you didn't have a weapon for some reason. This part confused the fuck out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what are we doing?
Look on the bright side, Pillhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
It's
My
one of those
controller's
things-
vibrating like crazy.
It's a nut massager, Hayden.
Oh God.
If anyone watches this, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Was it the start of the
Jeez.
second level?
hmm Beat the par score on
Did we?
Silent Cartographer, huh? That's what it said for me.
Huh.
I like how you don't even have to have the score on to beat the par score.
Yeah, it's just tracking it in the background.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Um,
Oh, I'm sorry, Hayden. I'm sorry.
what happened?
sorry.
Oh no,
I'm so sorry.
James, no.
I'm gonna die. Oh no, it threw me
Yeah,
out.
let
Why
you
did it
get
throw me out? It flew
What the
over the
hell?
edge and then just kicked me out of the Pelican.
Jeez.
I
Up.
was pressing X to get out, and I forgot you don't have to press X to get out, so it just threw me back in.
Do you remember that time when we went in New Alexandria on Reach and turned our Falcons into Pelicans?
Yeah, you can also do it with the Covenant Banshee and turn it to fuck, what's it
Phantom,
called? Phantom,
yeah.
yes.
That was fun.
Reach really did feel like a send-off game.
Oh yeah. Probably we would be better off if it was the last Halo game. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Microsoft was like, okay, let's do something else now instead of milking this forever.
You know what I found out recently that I had no idea of?
What?
So you remember Jerome from Halo 4? Or Halo Wars, I mean?
Mhm.
I thought he was black this entire time, and he's not black at all. His voice actor is like white as bread, and then like
Did you think he was black because his name was Jerome out of
I
curiosity?
think so. I really think
That's
that
a
might have
white
been
name
it.
too. Like,
I've never met a white person in my life named Jerome. But like, I saw someone sharing artwork, and it was like of Jerome, and he was white, and I was like, well, that's not correct, is it? And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh no, his voice actor's white, he's white, and like the lore, I guess. And I remember even saying like, like if you wanted to make like a black lead character for Halo, just make it Jerome. It turned out.
Jerome's just over here, like, okay.
Man, I'm about to say like, man, he should get like a full pass, say whatever he wants to, and it's like, no. I mean, I guess I can't really give out a pass in the first place, obviously.
I was gonna say, like, it's not up to us to decide.
Hey, I was given a pass, so surely I should be able to pass it on to someone else, right?
Yeah, it's like a library card.
Yeah. Wait, can you pass library cards to other people?
I don't know.
Oh, man. That's why, you know, my friend Marcus, he's the one who's like, yeah, you definitely have a pass. And I was like, yeah, I'm
never gonna use that.
I was like,
pass.
you might as well just take that back and give it to someone who needs it. I saw some videos like, so it was like, hey, here's the, you know, here's a N-word pass, like some black guy going up and giving it to people. And he gives it to like some Asian dude, and the guy goes, oh man, I can't wait to use it on February. And like, everyone went, wait a second.
Oh man.
That's some good old family racism.
Jesus.
You know, the funny thing is I also have a friend who's black named Jerome as well, so there we go. Let's see. Yeah,
Now
that's
that I
fine.
think about it, are there any black Spartan 2s?
Spartan 2s? I mean, I'm sure, but I can't think of them by name.
I don't know any prominent ones, I guess. Johnson's a black Spartan 1, if we're getting technical.
Oh god, that... No!
What happened?
Just keep on.
See, oh god.
Yeah.
I just saw orange blood everywhere. I was like, oh, what's that? And the Frontier just comes in swinging.
Alright, hey, and you lead the way.
Okay. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Oh god!
He chased me in the elevator and killed me.
Jesus. Get fucked.
Again, there's something about Halo 1 combat that's just fun.
It's combat evolved.
I hate it. What's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
That's such a weird bug.
I'm glad that somebody figured that out for Machinima.
I know. It's weird to think that Red vs. Blue is older than YouTube.
That is weird to think about. Because
It's like-
I remember when it was on, like, machinima.com and roosterteeth.com
Yeah.
instead.
And I really didn't watch it till I think around season 3 or 4. So I think by that point,
Kind
YouTube
of
was
same
around.
here, honestly.
I think it was
Yeah,
at season 4.
for sure.
And then like I really didn't watch it until like it was at season 5 because I remember Joey was playing season 5 on his Zune.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, this is really good.
iPod, like the rest of the world.
I'm sorry, he was totally the most like stereotypical Zune carrier there was. Like,
May he rest in peace.
yeah, right. Oh god, that Banshee's still alive. I forgot that he actually survives if you don't. He about splattered me.
No, now he's not. Let's see. was kind of bad. Well, not bad, but like I showed Tyler that like Wendy's defining moment video where they're like, it's like the people driving in the car and like the Wendy's like commercial chick shows up and she's like, well, this is a defining moment. We could continue down the boring avenue of blandness or get a spicy chicken sandwich from. And the guy goes, Wendy's, and he like turns into it and it just cuts to like another car flipping over.
That's a good video.
Like, I showed him that like right after that happened with Joey, and I was wondering like, is this gonna be kind of fucked up? Because like, you know, but then like Tyler was totally cool with it. I explained to him later. I was actually kind of hesitant to show you that because of like what just happened, and he's like, nah, man, it's cool.
I'm just gonna say, if something happened to us, Joey would have totally laughed at that. Okay. If it was the reverse, he totally still would have laughed at that. I like how we just did all of this without ever grabbing the warthog.
I forgot about it, to be honest.
Hey, it's David.
Like totally forgot that it was there. David who?
Remember we named the one with the dealer David?
Oh yeah.
When we played, what was it, Stellar Wars, or whatever the fuck we called it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the guy with the needler was David, and I forgot if we named anyone else. Let's see. Take a sniper. Oh god, I have like my FOV different for vehicles versus like in
Oh,
person.
so it like zooms out.
Yeah, first though it zooms in. That's what makes it weird. Oh, I'm like waiting for him to hop into gunner. I forgot that you're into gunner.
Whee. No, you didn't. Oh,
Well,
what
that's
is
just
it?
mean. Oh, so what do you think about the
I
whole
miss the Australian guy.
Skibbity Toilets the movie?
If I knew what the fuck Skibbity Toilet was, I might be outraged, but I don't even know what it is.
You don't know what Skibbity Toilet is? Really?
No. Am I
Wow.
supposed to?
I mean, you're better for it. Don't get me wrong, but like, here's the thing.
I just
many
knew it
people-
was some like Gen Alpha bullshit. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't give a fuck.
So many people get on Gen Alpha for liking it, but I will still defend it, not because it's good, but because we liked stupid shit when we were kids.
Yeah. That's
It literally
true, I
is.
guess.
It's all done in Gmod basically, and it's like just a standard like characters in Gmod, but it
Oh, yeah, I
instead
can
like
ride in the.
oh, I forgot you can actually ride
Well,
in
no,
here.
I can't kick Johnson out or the other guy. It was an open side seat right here. Wow, I feel kind of bad. I just kicked that poor guy out.
But basically all it is like there's these toilets that show up,
Come back.
and then a G-Man head pops, or not G-Man head, just Gmod head in Jill pops out of the toilet, going like skibbity 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 or whatever, and then you only defeat them by flushing the toilets. And then what it's turned into now is there's a giant war between people that have cameras for heads who fight the toilets, and now like there's giant toilets that are the size of motherships that can like shoot lasers from their eyes, and then like giant camera head dudes with stereo sets for like arms that beat the shit out of them. Listen.
And this sounds like something we should give to Michael Bay.
No.
because-
This is totally a Michael Bay thing. This is more Michael Bay than anything else has ever been. Michael Bay saw Skibbity Toilets and started salivating. Like, it is... it is definitely Michael Bay stuff. Like, just watch some of the, like, mid-level Skibbity Toilet stuff. Like, when they start really... Like, watch Skibbity Toilets, like,
Don't make me
10...
Google mid-level Skibbity Toilet.
Like Skibbity Toilets, like
Oh,
10
my
through
God.
40, I think is like probably the area where it like turned
we
into
have
that.
some dignity left.
And here's the thing: there's a lot of Gen Alpha people at church, and so like I had to look it up, and I looked it up and went. I think my exact words were, this is retarded, but I just killed that dude. I was like, but so was Salad Fingers, so I really don't care.
Why is Skibbity Toilet catching strays, James?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. I'm just saying general. I think it means like it's what we used to call throwing shade.
Oh, okay.
That's what catching strays means. It's like it's just like doing shit for no good reason.
Listen, again, it is retarded. Like, it is the epitome of that. There is no doubt about it. 100% is one of the dumbest things on the internet.
I think the only difference is that now we're seeing a lot of Gen Alpha people like that's their whole like
Identity.
being.
Yeah.
It's just internet stuff, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
we would see shit like that as kids and be like, "Well, that's pretty stupid," but like, let's go do something else.
Let's go to the skate park and
Him, it's
break
like,
our
"Skibidi,
ankles.
skibidi," and shit like that. I'm just like, what is
I
what's
don't know.
happening here?
It
These
is
people are gonna be
completely.
voters one day.
I know.
Like,
Okay, but Gen X thought the same thing about us. I'm just saying, like, there's nothing that Gen Alpha is really watching to me that's. I mean, at least not. No, I take that back. There's a lot of stuff Gen Alpha's watching that's far worse than what we watch. But Skibbity Toilet, I don't think is really on that list.
People talk about like the wild west of the internet, like when we were growing up, and I think it's actually much worse now,
I agree.
like than it
Like, don't
was
get me
when we
wrong.
were kids.
Don't get me wrong, we probably chatted with a lot of pedophiles back in the day by accident, but they didn't have
Yeah.
methods of finding out where we lived like as easily as today. You couldn't send them pictures by accident. Like that sort of stuff wasn't
Yeah,
really
like
possible to do.
yeah.
It's just you hopped in an
scary as
AOL,
shit for
you know-
kids on the internet today.
Yeah, like, you know, we hopped on an AOL chat thing or whatever, but like there was nothing to it. Like, there's nothing that would really come of something like that.
No.
Now it's like everyone
God.
has social media,
Hard.
so it's do what?
I'm a lonely little boy. Looking for some friends.
That's a great thing. I'm 8 inches. Oh shit! I don't want to talk to some midget. He meets Mr. Garrison on there.
Oh God.
That's a good episode.
Yes, it is.
I loved how California accidentally gave an award to one of the co-founders of NAMBLA. That was really funny. I didn't even like think twice about it either.
There was a guy. He was like a poet from like the 50s, but he lived until like the late 90s, I guess. Named Allen Ginsberg, and he was like, "Well, I'm in defense of NAMBLA because of free speech and like freedom of expression and blah blah blah." And somebody that knew him was like, "Oh, make no mistake, Allen was a pedophile." Like, what? That's a good way to put it, I guess. She was like, "Yeah, it had nothing to do with free speech at all. He just really liked little boys." And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh man. Hey, you know, if all they did was speak, I don't think I would care. But like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But they actually try to push
To
for
quote Stan, "Dude, you have sex."
exactly.
Like, that's bad. Any way you split it, even if you're just advocating for that, like, no, you go back in the corner and think about your life.
I mean, you know, these days they'll just become streamers. So
God. Yeah, everybody was like, "Well, I mean, like that minor for Dr. Disrespect, she was like 16, and you know, she could kind of get it, you know." Like, no.
okay, now I will say
No.
I did see a lot of people defending him who live in Europe where the age of consent is 16, and they genuinely were like, "What's the big deal?" And like, I mean, I'll give it. There was a difference between what he did and what that person from Mr. Beast did, where it was like a 13 or 14-year-old for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, dude, it's still like, you know, it's against the law, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's still it's still just icky. I don't
No,
know.
100%, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still all for keeping it at 18. I'm not like one of these people who say, well, maybe we should be like
Yeah.
more like Europe. I'm like, no, people.
Well, everybody for some reason brings up libertarians when like everybody talks about the age of consent. I don't get that at all.
There's a lot of things that libertarians say that make me laugh sometimes, even though I do associate a lot with libertarians. But I don't think ever met a libertarian that seriously talked about removing age of consent laws, because libertarians have the idea of you're a consenting adult and you should do whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
want to do. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like whenever that comes up, everybody's like, "And before libertarians, like."
normally
say
what I
blah,
hear
blah,
is
blah,"
that
and I'm like,
from the libertarian, like from the more like near anarchist type libertarians, what they'll typically say is there doesn't need to be a law about it, because if someone tried to do something to someone else's child, they would just kill them, and that would be allowed in a libertarian society. And I'm like, well,
Okay.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it. Sure, I'm not full anarchist, so I won't go that far. But
At that point,
Did you
that's
see-
just vigilante justice.
speaking of vigilante stuff with like pedophiles like that, did you see the thing where they got Akon, like some guys busted a pedophile and got Akon to sing "They're Gonna Lock You Up" as the guy was being escorted to jail?
Hang on. What?
Yes. Yes. So, I don't think I actually agree with what these people did overall, even though they did it to a pedophile. So I'm like, I don't feel bad for him, but I don't like what they did. They basically found out the dude was doing stuff, right? And they set like a sting operation for him, where they then surrounded him, made him shave his head, and made him also eat the hottest chip in the world, and that's like damn near torture, right? While
Yeah.
getting him like to do demeaning things and stuff. So I mean, they really were torturing the dude, is what they were doing. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve
Yeah.
torture. I'm just saying that's a scary path when you start allowing mob justice. But as they were escorting him to the police, they had Akon outside singing like "Gonna Lock You Up" or "Gonna Get Locked Up," whatever the fuck the song is called, as the dude is like walking away. Like Akon was just fucking there.
Okay.
And this group apparently like gets celebrities to come in and like also assist them on like ridiculing these guys. And I'm like, listen, I am all for sting operations. I'm all for people doing sting operations if you do it like properly. And there's people out there who do like proper sting operations who make sure these people get locked up. But like the organization that this is, no one ever gets locked up because half the time they're doing shit to get confessions that's illegal to do. That becomes inadmissible in the
Yeah.
court of law. So it's like, fuck, you've actually ruined it. But just the fact of, I just see this video of like this pedophile being escorted away while Akon's singing to him about how they're gonna lock him in jail.
Huh.
Ow, ow, ow.
Damn it. Oh god. We're...
I do like all the memes of like streamers like trying not to like molest children, and it's like that guy from with like the veins bulging in his head meme.
God.
And now there's like a whole thing going on with OnlyFans where like multiple girls have been caught like knowing that there's people on their site that are underage, yet who like tell them they're underage, and yet they still continue to send them pictures and do stuff like that as long as they keep paying the money.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
oof,
And of course a lot of them have Twitch accounts, but nothing's happened to their Twitch accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, one of them got like a 2-day ban, I think.
Okay. Is that Jackal? I know that's an elite. I was like, what the fuck is a Jackal doing driving a ghost?
I'll say, I know sometimes the grunts can in Halo 1. It's like very rare, but they can.
Yeah.
Man, I've been having like so much fucking drainage. Like every time I cough, I can feel it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like last weekend, like we all had like a slight fever just because of like it was like just allergy fever is all it fucking was. Just allergies were so bad we were all just hawking up loogies all day basically.
Jeez, that sucks.
I'm just thankful Junior now knows how to blow his nose. Like that, it's a thing that's like an underrated skill. It's funny, like the little things that like kids learn and that you're like so thankful for.
Yeah.
Like I obviously not really a little thing, but like you know he can poop and wipe his butt by himself. Like that's just. I still have to like supervise, but like it's real. It's a lot better.
Oh,
Though he
yeah.
though he still keeps pissing himself by accident. Oh, and there's one.
Sad.
Do what?
I said it makes me sad sometimes.
What? Pissing yourself?
just not me pissing myself, but just to hear about him pissing himself. I don't know.
I mean, at his age, it's still kind of one of those things where it's kind of can be hit and miss a lot of days. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's only 3.
I can't say I never pissed myself at 3 or older, even. I don't know.
Now he did get upset and go to the bathroom and poop on the floor one time, and I think that was on purpose. And
I'll show you.
I spanked him for that one. I never spank for accidents because like I'm always like, you know, okay, you make an accident, you know, it's an accident. Like they're not gonna learn anything from like spanking. Like there's nothing to be taught. Like they didn't mean to do it. But that one I was like,
No, for
I'm willing to take the chance here. I think you fucking did this on purpose. And I didn't whoop him, but like I gave him a good firm smack on the behind. Which is not where I wanted to place my hand afterwards.
Jeez.
But hey, hear that, everyone? You know, it's only a nice sperm smack on the behind. That's all it ever is. You know, nothing too far. Except for one time when he was really little and he bit me, and by reflex I smacked him across the face. And
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to. I felt so bad about it. But I will say this: he never bit anyone ever again. So.
I was gonna say that might be some of Megan.
Yeah. Nah, it's just like an all kid thing. They all try to bite you at some point.
Yeah.
Like Junior bit me one time, and I was like, "Hey, don't do that again." And then like one time he was playing, and just out of nowhere bit me on the fucking like thigh, and I just, I wasn't even thinking. I was tired that day, half of the days. I was like, boom. And he of course cried, but he said, "Sorry, Dad," and then actually no, he didn't at that point. He didn't know how to say sorry yet. So yeah, no, he just cried and then stopped crying and then gave me a hug, is what it was. And then we just he never bit me again. So hey.
Remember Hunter used to do that shit. Like we would just be playing and then he's just like, no. It's like, dude. Like we were like in preschool and stuff. And then I bit him back and like his mom was fucking pissed.
Well, knowing
Like,
you
he's
probably
fucking bite me all the time.
knowing you though, you probably bit back like 10 times the force. You know, he committed Pearl Harbor, but then you dropped some nukes, like, because that's how you would be. So, like, when you finally would snap at something, man, you would snap. Not saying that sometimes we didn't deserve it.
Oh god.
I didn't realize you were dead.
Yeah.
What was it? One time where like,
Damn.
I forgot. Did you hit me with a Nintendo 64 controller and then like I hit you in the back? It was like some. You hit me with a Nintendo 64 controller one time. What was it like? You never get your Venusaur back or whatever it was from Pokemon.
Yeah. It was some stupid shit
Yeah,
like
like,
that.
we were trading Pokemon, and like somehow we got into an argument over something, and you like swung it like a nunchuck at my back. And you know, I saw you had like a 12 years a slave moment going, ah, you know, with it being like whipped by it, and I just like, you're never getting your face sword back. And I think I kept that son of a bitch too. Like I don't think I ever gave it back. Man. Back when, you know, yeah, we played a lot of video games, but at least we did like normal shit too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess now people wouldn't call it normal shit. Not my dad.
What do you mean?
Well, now normal shit's just staying indoors all day.
That's yeah.
Run away, Hayden. I'm dead.
Oh God. Couldn't
Okay.
run away in time. Like whenever I move, it's like delayed. It's weird.
Yeah, I swear it's weird because like there's like not a lot of
Oh, God.
kids in our. There's a decent amount of kids in our neighborhood, but not a lot of them actually go outside and do anything.
That is kind of weird.
Except for the neighbors across the street, because I think they send their kids outside whenever they're doing
Oh my
drugs.
God.
Jeez.
Oh,
You know, they're trash. Like everyone in the neighborhood hates these neighbors across.
Shoot up, Jimmy.
Like they're just,
Play with your friend.
they're all just like ghetto as fuck. Like, it's
Jeez.
like they're blaring their fucking music at all hours of the fucking night. Basically, some days like pulling in, blaring music all the fucking time, screaming out curse words and shit like that, just like outside in their front yards. And the amount of pot smoke that's just flowing from that place. And it's like a group of people too, so it's like it's not like a family. It's like just a group of like a ton of different people of different ages and shit. And people keep coming and going from that house, so I'm pretty sure they're dealing too. And it's like at times you'll just see like a few more cars in their parking lot, and then the kids are just outside just doing whatever, and the kids are like 9, 10, and they're just making so much fucking noise. It's like ridiculous. At 1 a.m. in the morning, they keep running back and forth with like a fucking dirt bike, revving it up in front of people's houses.
Jeez.
Like, they're just fucking awful. And like, it's funny because like the neighbors who are like right next to them, like they started building a privacy fence because they kept wandering into their yard. Like,
Jeez.
that was funny. We were talking with her, and she was like, I moved to this area to get away from the ghetto, and now the ghetto's following me here with these. And I'm not going to say the words she said, but
Jeez.
I'll be honest, I came back. I actually kind of came close there. But that was her sentiment towards it all. So. And then my other neighbors who are like right next to me, he's a really good guy, but he was like, yeah, that's why I don't want y'all to ever like stop renting from that house, because I don't want people like that moving next to me. I'm like, well, unfortunately, that's gonna happen eventually. I'm very happy that like all of our neighbors keep talking about how they're like, we're the best neighbors they've ever had move into this place. Oh, so actually our neighbor, he just got back from a trip to Africa. He,
Oh, really?
I forget, I think Zimbabwe, no, was it Zimbabwe or, no, it was Zanzibar, I think, that he was at. And went and hit up a few more different spots there as well. He was like showing me all the pictures of when he was there.
Map?
And it was like, man, it was just so fucking beautiful. Up is the epic music because the hunters are out.
To quote some more Gen Alpha slang, miss me with that shit.
What, Africa?
Yeah. I don't want
I'll-
to go to Africa. Are you fucking kidding me?
I would love to go to Africa. I mean, certain parts for
Let's
sure.
see.
I mean, I don't want to go over to like the Congo or some shit, but I mean,
Roving militias, lions, like diseases that a fucking microscopic bug can just slime up your dick, and then you got a disease for the rest of your life.
yeah, I don't think I could
That'll
ever
just
hop
fucking
in
cripple
water.
you and make you vomit blood and all that shit. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you just-
no thanks.
You just have to make sure you go to the right places. I do like
They
it
said
where
about Portsmouth.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. I don't know. I've never heard anyone mention the right place in Portsmouth. I think they say the right
Come on,
place is
man,
back
it's
the way you came.
P-Town.
Suffolk, okay, there's like one or two like streets that might be okay, but
Suffolk isn't too bad when you get out in the country, though.
no, yeah, that's true.
Really?
That's definitely true. The God, what's it called? No, there's someone that got back from Africa that was from our church, and someone basically asked him like, so like, you know, is it actually like pretty safe, like all that kind of stuff? He goes, oh hell no, not at all. He was very like, no, but the thing is, he's like a young guy who's single and all that kind of stuff. So he was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever. Like he's been all across like South America too, and
Again, just I don't see the appeal.
I see the appeal, but now that I'm a married man with children, I wouldn't take the risk as much as I would when I was younger. Like, there's a
Yeah,
couple places I would go. Like El Salvador has gotten a lot better now. Like they're like pretty excellent at this point. Like they, I mean,
They're down to 300 murders a month.
no, they're actually like really low with murders now because they did a bunch of stuff that could be considered pretty fucked up, but they got rid of all the fucking criminals basically. They really they just kind of ran through and went, hey, you have a MS-13
They sent
tattoo.
them here. It's genius.
But they really went like, hey, you know, you have an MS-13 tattoo, so you're being locked up. Well, I just got it because I thought it was cool.
jeez.
Too bad. So, like, you know, say what you
Due
want about it.
process, what's that?
Yeah, kind of. But I have to say, there probably does get to a point where, like, a country is so bad off where I'm kind of like,
Oh no, I mean,
I
I get it for sure.
like, maybe this is why you don't let your country get bad, because this shit kind of becomes the only solution afterwards.
Well, like the French with that guy that bombed the concert or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I
Everybody's
forgot about
like,
that. I forgot
everybody's
about
thinking like, oh well, surely this guy's gonna like go to court, and
that. No.
you know, once they catch him, they'll just arrest him, and okay, that was the end of that guy. Who's the next fucking terrorist? Like, Jesus.
But yeah,
We
no,
make jokes about the French being pussies and stuff, but like, goddamn.
the El Salvador economy has also been like skyrocketing because they made their national currency Bitcoin is what's tied to. And
Oh my god.
well, the thing is, like, there's no inflation with it because it's a hard asset still. So they've not had any inflation issues or anything like that going on.
To the control room.
I love how this is the only way to play the level anymore.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Go around the entire fucking side? I don't think so.
And then try to battle your way up an epic, you know, pyramid.
I legit never knew that was the way you were supposed to do it until a lot later. I always thought you were just, I was like, yeah, just take the Banshee and fly there. And
Well, cause like from
who
day,
wouldn't do that?
it was like my second playthrough. I decided to do it. It was like, so like by the time we were playing co-op together, of course that's all we did.
Oh yeah.
I was probably telling you to shut up and let me actually do it. I was probably reverting saves over and over. This is one of my favorite Halo songs.
It's great.
Chase me, Grunt. Chase me. I want to see you in the cutscene.
What are you waiting for?
Get closer.
Chase me. don't die. Okay. I was gonna say.
His corpse. He just drops dead.
This is it. Halo's control center.
There was a funny bit where I was playing Halo 2 yesterday, and an elite's corpse got stuck on the bomb. Like when you go to give it to the ship, give it back to the ship. There's just this red elite just dangling on it, on like one of the needles. I was like, that's fucking funny.
Halo 2 had some
That's
of
the
the
kinda
best
shit,
cutscenes
like-
because of that.
The remastered cutscenes are good, but like you don't get that kind of
Oh,
goofy
yeah.
stuff with them, you know?
Halo Infinite was good about that. Like how it actually just did whatever weapon you had in your hand. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
made for some funny shit. Like when you meet the whatever the fuck her name was, but you have like a gravity hammer instead, and like Chief doesn't know what to fucking do with it. Like that's awesome. Or like setting up a bunch of barrels so that when the boss spawns, he ends up killing himself instantly because he walks through it. Like he dies in the fucking cutscene. It's just hysterical.
Something much more important. The Covenant were right.
I'll still say Infinite, as shitty as an overall game I think it was, I still had a lot of fun with its campaign. I really did. There was a lot of really good moments in it. The gameplay's excellent. I still would like to do like a full like
Oh,
co-op playthrough with 4 people through it. I still think it's just, I feel like we're having fun too playing through it. Like the boss fight was, I thought, a blast.
Oh yeah.
something
Oh
horrible.
yeah, for sure.
They're
I think it was just the fact that it was kind of unreliable at the time
Yeah,
in
yep.
terms of the
It's run by 343. What do you expect?
We can't
Ugh.
decide.
I don't understand.
There's no time.
But the thing is, I don't think they ever really updated the
Before it's too late.
updated the systems for that. I think they just abandoned that shit, you know?
Yeah. They were just like, well, nobody probably played it anyway. So,
Yeah. The what was I gonna say?
oh gosh.
The
Crickets beat the par score for assault on the control room. That's when you kill every fucking enemy.
that's something I was gonna say and I can't remember it now. Oh well.
Something about Halo Infinite's co-op or something.
Maybe. Oh, now I remember. I don't have Game Pass anymore, so I don't even know if I forgot if I actually bought Infinite's campaign or not. So I don't even know if I still have it.
Oh geez. Yeah, I think I still have Game Pass until like January, but to be honest, I'm probably not gonna renew it.
I mean, there's a
When
lot
it
of stuff that's on
expires.
it that I probably would play. But like I spend all my time doing videos now for fun, so it's like I never get a chance to like I'm not gonna play like Gears of War Tactics or whatever anytime soon. As much as I would like to play it, like there's other stuff I would rather be making my videos. So
Yeah, for sure.
but I think this is it for
and especially
tonight
since
for
they upped the
me.
price.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
What was it, $16 a month now or something?
It's $20 a month now.
Good lord. Yeah, I'm glad I canceled.
Yeah.
It's just
so
it's
now
just
it's
too
like
much.
what's that? $240 a year.
With this economy, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I would-
$240 a year when I play like 1 or 2 games off of it for the entire year. Like
I mean-
that's kind of the thing.
So I needed a new phone because like my apps wouldn't work on my phone anymore because my phone was too old, which shows you how much like of a stick in the mud I am with that shit. But even
Yeah.
then, like we went to Verizon, and I was like, okay, either I could pay like $1,000 and be on some dumbass payment plan for a fucking new phone, or I could just buy last generation model for like $400 outright and not have any payment plan or any of that bullshit in the first place. So like I went ahead and got like
Yeah.
the Pixel 7 because
Mhm.
I wanted my dad has the Pixel and I absolutely love what his phone can do. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like, fuck it, $400, get last year model. So like, I'm like finding different ways to cut back like wherever we can, but unfortunately I actually had to get the phone.
Yeah.
Which-
no, I hear you.
I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, I don't need this shit, and now I'm over here like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, I hear the pixels are great.
They're excellent. It runs so quick too compared to my old like Note 8.
Yeah, when my iPhone 8 craps out, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Kat just got the
I've had
new
this for
iPhone
about
and
5 or 6 years.
Yeah, Kat went ahead and got the new iPhone because she had like a lot of money off due to not upgrading for a long time. So she went ahead and got that. But we might drop Verizon anyway and just go to like a cheaper service anyway. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, anyone who
have
watched this
Verizon
live
prepaid,
stream,
also
thank
give
you
out.
for watching, and we will probably see you again hopefully soon. We won't go hopefully in like months without fucking doing anything again. Also, whenever I'm done with Academy and I start actually doing a new video game to do a retrospective on, I'll probably stream it on this channel too, so we'll see. So thanks for watching. See you later.